I'm speechless. Good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are watching Weller Does Delmarva, and I want to say good morning. Another great day on Delmarva. The sun is shining. Things are feeling good. And before you know it, you're going to blink your eyes, and it's going to be March. But right now, we're still into February, and it's February 25th, and we are glad you're joining us. You are watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We've got a lot of guests going to be on today, a very busy show, and we're glad you tuned us in. So if you know somebody that will enjoy the show, tell them to check us out. And also, if you're watching on Facebook, please share it. Down at the bottom, I think, or somewhere, there's a share button. Please share it if you would. So I'm going to take a quick commercial break, show you one of the products and one of our other people that work at Weller's, and I'll be right back in a minute with Colin Walls.
We have chicken coops. So come on down to Weller's in Bridgeville and pick out your chicken coop today. As you can see, we do have them in stock. We've got different colors to choose from. But, you know, if you're looking to get some hens and get some eggs for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or raise some extra money for whatever bills you've got, here's your chance to come on down. So give us a call at 337-8228. Check us out online at wellers.com, or better on yet, just come on down and pick one out.
Chicken coops. Everybody is cooking their own
Cooking
chicken. But most people that have chicken coops have them for the eggs, but not just for the chickens, okay? But when the chickens don't produce, I guess next thing you know, you have chicken stew. But anyway, or chicken and dumplings, or fried chicken, grilled chicken, whatever. So anyway, we sell chicken Amish made, and they actually include delivery. I couldn't believe that, but they do. So if you need a chicken coop, big one, small one, if you got a brood or a herd of or a clan of chickens, we can help you out with that. Colin Walls, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How's everything in your world?
Everything's good. How about you?
I'm real good.
All right, excellent.
Loving this year so far. Feeling real good.
Are you?
Yeah, short of anything major.
What year is this?
It's 2017,
okay.
And it is rolling.
It is, isn't it?
The train has left the station.
It's moving on.
Feels good. So anyway, how is Wall Service Center doing?
Wall Service Center's doing good. We're getting pretty busy again, which is typical for late February, early March. That's usually when it picks back up. So if you want to get your car in there, get it checked out, come to us. Get
your air conditioner looked at soon.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what day you're going to wake up and it'd be 70 degrees.
You probably had it tested the last couple of days here. So we've got some pictures here.
Okay.
Colin, I want to throw show the full one first. See that right there?
That's like a boot scraper?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like somebody, that
scraped their boots on it.
Lots of times. That is an air filter. Now, this was somebody that brought their car, and they had never brought this car to us. I think they had just purchased it.
Well, I'm glad they did.
It was not regularly maintained.
What did they come in for?
They came in for just a regular service, oil change and all that. And
so that got noticed in an oil change?
That got noticed in an oil change. It's part of this right here that we... check out your car. We fill the sheet out.
The tires and the brakes and just everything.
Right, and an air filter. That's an air filter.
And air filter. Yeah,
it looks like an oil filter. Is dirty.
The air filter. But that's probably an example of wherever they were dealing before. Probably just doesn't provide that service with a regular oil change.
Right. Well, because what you get is you get the $29.99 place or the $25 oil change place. And they've got to move you in as fast as possible because they've got that much tied up in their product.
Correct. And they don't possibly offer other services.
Right.
So, they're really not looking for anything else that might or might not be wrong with your car.
Right. Well, and they might not have somebody that's qualified to look for that stuff.
Right. They might be focused totally on change the oil, change the filter,
right,
and get them out of here.
Exactly. So we noticed that, and that's part of our checklist here of things that we check regularly on cars. So, Wall Service Center, show that close-up picture of it, Colin. You can really see how nasty it is with this close-up picture here.
I mean, that really affects the life of the engine.
Well, it affects the life of the engine. It affects your fuel mileage.
Yes, it does.
And
performance.
And performance, exactly. Yeah. So Wall Service Center, we're checking this kind of stuff. We're going to get your car in. We're going to do a good job on
it. To do that, that's just part of what you do.
Right.
When you do this checklist on any oil change.
Yep. And when we find something like that, we're going to let you know about it. We're not going to push you hard. It's not a hard sell. Right. But we want you to be aware of it. That that your fuel mileage is absolutely affected by this. Your performance is absolutely affected by this. And if you want it to run better and if you want to get better fuel mileage, it's probably a good idea to change it.
Yep,
so,
I agree.
Wall Service Center, 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford. Give us a call, 422-8110. You can also just stop in anytime we're open, 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, 8 to noon on Saturdays. And while you're there, check out downtown Milford. It's a great place to just walk around and check out all the shops and restaurants we have.
All right. Well, thank you very much,
Thank you.
Wall Service Center. I highly recommend them. Good place to go. Listen, got a busy show today. Got Barry from Dry Zone coming up, Pastor Bob Weed from Eagles Nest, Brian Shute, Mayor of Milford. I think there's some things going on in Milford right now, and he'll probably give us all the details. And then Jim Brown's going to be in. He's going to speak to us about encouragement. He's a very encouraging young man. So anyway, we have a busy show. We are open here today at 9 o'clock. Weller's Utility Trailers has had a very nice, busy start to the year. So if you need a trailer or anything like that, come on in. We got Earl in there. He'll be able to get you quicker than anybody will. And then we've got Terry and Jason are in sales. I don't know if Brooks is going to be in sales today or not. I know you're getting ready to go on vacation, so I'm not sure what the plan is.
I'll still be in sales.
All right, so Brooks will be in sales today, and he is going to be going on vacation in a few days. So he's got a lot to do, and we're going to miss him. So you won't be with us next Saturday. So it'll be Brandon filling in next Saturday. So for the vacationing Brooks Ritter. So anyway, if you need to get anything from Brooks, get on in here today. And Weller's will be open at 9. And good morning to you. You're listening and watching the Weller Does Delmarva show. And howdy, howdy, howdy. So we've got a busy, busy, busy morning. And like I was saying earlier, Weller's Utility Trailers will be open at 9 o'clock or by 9 o'clock. And we're ready for you, and Brooks will be over there about 10:15, but the store will be wide open by 9 o'clock. So, Weller's Utility Trailers, Wellers.com on the web. Check out all our specials there. Got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of trailers in. My gosh, I don't think there has ever in the history of the company been this many trailers or sheds on the ground. And what I'm hearing is, I think the other day we sold like 5 sheds in one day. Does that sound about right?
That's correct,
So
yes.
a little busy with the sheds. Do you have any idea how many are out there for real? Because I don't know if there's 20 or 30 or 50 or 70.
There's about 50.
50. Okay, so that's a lot of sheds.
Yeah.
So we probably got the largest selection of sheds on Delmarva. We definitely have the best price on sheds. They're Amish made, and I heard this the other day, that you literally might buy a shed in the morning and get it that afternoon. Is that a wild and vicious rumor, or is that really happening?
No, we've had some opportunities in the last couple of weeks to be able to do that. You can buy it in the morning.
Same day delivery.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? So we're in it, though. I mean, we're in it to win it. There's no doubt about it. We got the selection. We got the staff. We got the price. All we need is you to complete the transaction. And we recognize a lot of people sell sheds. So check them out before you get here. Same way with trailers. Check them all. Just make us your absolute last stop so we can wrap it up, put a bow on it, and take good care of you at Weller's in Bridgeville. We got a can-do, will-do attitude. We have rent-to-own. We have financing things. We trade things in. We're a very easy, flexible group of people. Brooks has had one yoga lesson in his life, so he's much more flexible than he normally is. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so anyway.
It really works.
It really works. And he's going to hold on to it for the rest of his life. So anyway, just letting you know that we're here. We're ready for you. And Brandon is actually on vacation, but Brooks is telling me he's going to be in sales today about 10:15 as soon as the show's over, right?
That's correct.
So you can come for him, or you can just come on in and they'll take care of you. Now, what is the next thing I need to talk about? George Luff?
That's correct.
Accounting work, tax time. My goodness, I just saw George yesterday. So anyway, if you own a business and you need an accountant, if you're an individual and you need an accountant, Luff & Associates is a great place to deal. I've dealt with them for years. They actually now have 3 locations, one in Dover, one in Milford, one in Rehoboth. And I've really enjoyed dealing with I've really enjoyed dealing with them. They've done a good job of taking care of all my rental property, tax-related things, my personal stuff, as well as Weller's. But if you are looking for an accountant, they're always looking for customers, okay? But another thing they offer that I've been promoting a lot, and many people have took advantage of it, is payroll services. So if you're a business person, whether you have a small business with just a handful of employees or you have hundreds of employees, Luff & Associates can help you with your payroll. Now, you don't have to deal with them for their accounting work. You know, if you just need help with payroll, they'll help you. And a lot of small businesses are just so busy, and they just got so much going on, and they're busy trying to run their business and make money and do what they do. They don't want to be bothered with all the payroll rules and regulations and filings and so on. So, if you're interested, Luff & Associates is always looking to help people with their payroll. So you just give them a call and tell them what amount of help you want or how little amount. I mean, they can do it all or they can do just a few things. So it's Luff and Associates. They have a system called Easy Payroll. Their phone number is 422-9699, 422-9699. On the web, it's luffcpas.com, luffcpas.com. They'll take good care of you. And like I say, they've got 3 locations. I mentioned earlier that Pastor Bob Weed from Eagle's Nest is going to be joining us. He'll be on between 8 and 8:30. We have got Barry from Dry Zone going to be on between 7:30 and 8. And they've been having this new contest where they're giving away a full-blown crawl space encapsulation. One lucky winner is going to win it, so we're going to tell you how you can enter that contest. Also, Brian Shoup, the mayor of Milford, is going to be joining me. He'll be on between 8:30 and 9, and then between 9 and 9:30. So we're going to talk to him about a lot of different things because he's a wealth of information. And then we have Jim Brown going to be on about 9:30, and he is going to be talking to us about encouragement, which we all could use some encouragement. So anyway, very busy show. I mentioned the store is going to be open. I noticed the other day I was pricing out some used trailers here at Weller's, and I didn't know we had so many used utility trailers. So if you happen to need a used trailer, maybe you just want like a single axle enclosed trailer or a tandem axle. I priced out a 6x12 Lark. I think it was like a 2016. Somebody must have traded it in with a ramp door and a side door. That's a single axle enclosed. Then we had a 7x16 enclosed with a ramp door, and then a 5x8 Hallmark enclosed, and then a 76-inch wide by 12-foot long Diamond C. It's called Diamond C landscape trailer. So you can always tell when somebody bought a trailer somewhere else and didn't want to go back because we don't sell Diamond C trailers. But this guy bought it new wherever he bought it and then decided to trade it back in here. Must not have had a good experience where he bought that one. But, you know, we have a real can-do, will-do attitude here. And people say, what in the world does that even mean? It means we're wheeler dealers.
Absolutely.
We like to make deals. That's what it actually means, okay?
I thought it was the other brothers you had working here.
Oh, Ken, yeah. Because I got Brooks and Brandon, now I got Can Do and Will Do. Yeah, so that's a good point. No, that's not a couple brothers. That is actually our attitude. We realize that everybody works hard for their money. We realize there's plenty of places to sell trailers and sheds and carports and swing sets and everything else. But the bottom line is there is one and only one Weller's. Been in business now 43 years. We're here for you before the sale, during the sale, after the sale. If you've ever dealt here, you've probably realized immediately we give a different level of service. We wait on you. We actually act like your business matters. We walk outside the building with you. We spend time with you. We spend a half an hour with you. We want to make sure that your questions are answered and that you're getting the right product at the right price. Would you agree with that, Brooks?
Yeah, you said it very well.
Very well. I've got it rehearsed, all right? But anyway, but it's what we do. It's what we do. How many salespeople we got here? Five? Five people capable of waiting on you. So I've got 2 people in the shop, full-service shop. Shop's been very busy, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
so stay
absolutely
ahead of that. If you need some shop work done, want to get your trailer worked on, we have never, ever been this busy, and we have 2 people back there just cranking it out. So isn't there a repack wheel bearing special or something like that?
Yes, there is, actually. We got that running. It's going to be ending soon, so you want to definitely call
Tell me when it's going to end. It's a
repack
special where we take your tires and wheels off and repack your bearings. The trailer has brakes on it. We check your brakes and your magnets and everything. We check the breakaway switch, the hitch, the coupler, the jack. We look everything over, check your lights. When does it end?
Next Saturday, March 4th.
March 4th. So, you need to get scheduled before March 4th. And what is it, $67.50 for a single axle?
That's correct,
And
yes.
then $130 for a tandem.
That's correct.
Okay. So anyway, that's a special here at Weller's, right?
Yep.
Can we mention our Facebook pages real quick?
I think it's a great idea.
All right. What do you got there? Weller Does Delmarva. Now, I just want to make sure. Where are we Facebook Living today?
We are on your Facebook Live.
Jim Weller.
Yep.
So they can't share it, or can they? I don't know if they can on a
they
personal.
can share it.
Okay, so folks, if you are watching on Facebook, or if you could take a minute to turn on Facebook, go to Jim Weller and find the show. It'll pop right up, right?
Yeah.
Just share it if you would, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But one of our Facebook pages that we'd like you to like is Weller Does Delmarva. That's a likes page. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so we'd like you to like that, all right? All right, what's the next one there? Weller's Utility Trailers, is that a likes page?
That is a likes page, yeah.
All right, so then there's Jim Weller, that's a friends page.
That's correct.
And if you can't find me, I am the Jim Weller from Delaware. Okay?
Yep.
Weller Sheds and Carports, a lot of information there. Is
Absolutely.
that right?
Yep.
And then we've got Delaware low-digit surf tags. So, and then what's next? Live with Walls and Weller. Oh, our Wednesday night show. We'll be telling you more about that later on today. We've got some opportunities if somebody wants to be on. Some opportunities will be talked about later on. And Delaware storage sheds, garages, and carports.
Yep.
So we got a lot of Facebook activity there.
We do.
So we just need people to click them all, like them all. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So anyway, Brooks, what else did you want to say or add or take away from this conversation?
Take away? I would never take away from the conversation.
Oh, my goodness. What?
Well, I did want to mention we do have some generators for
those
sale.
Demo models.
We got some demo models.
There's only like one of each, right?
Yeah,
You're talking like there's tons of them.
Well, we also we have the demo models, and then we also have new models as well.
But on the demo models, they're a brand new generator.
Absolutely.
That we have literally put gas and oil in, so it's ready to go.
That's correct.
We started it up so people can see it or hear it or touch it or whatever. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, there's the deals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How much isn't there one that's over there like 4,000 watt?
Yeah, 4,000
How much
watts
is that?
for 227.
So that's normally what's that, like on Amazon, 300 some bucks?
That's correct.
We have it for what, 297 normally.
That's correct.
So that's $70 off.
Yep.
And how much did you say?
227.
Daggone, that is a good deal.
It's a great, great deal.
So that's a brand new generator that we have. So they're getting the gas and the oil. They're ready to go. It's
That's correct.
turnkey.
Yes, that's
they
correct.
They can walk right out the door and have a power outage immediately.
Pretty much.
Okay. Or go camping or use it on the job site.
Go turn your main breaker off.
And isn't there one other size?
Yeah. Well, there's also another 4,000 watt that's got an electric start and a wheel kit.
Oh, so you don't have to pick it up. You
that's
can roll
correct.
that puppy around. Doesn't it have that little remote control thing too?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so that
it's
one's normally something.
447, I believe, normally,
So
and that is
297.
297.
297.
Yeah. So that's that's a great bargain
for the buck.
Especially with the wheel kit. That's really nice. You don't have to lift it up.
Doesn't it have different plugs too?
It does have it has an extra 110 plug.
Okay.
So it does have a little bit more than the other 4,000. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck.
And
like
how many of these do we have?
We have one of each.
One of each. Uno. One of each. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So they're a you snooze, you lose special. They're a pretty good deal. So, and we have them from time to time, but right now this is the time we have them.
That's correct.
Because we rotate it around, and when a customer needs to hear a generator run, sometimes we'll put gas in it or at least start one up like it. And that's one thing I want to mention. If you need a generator and you're not sure, we help people through the process. We're not electricians or absolute experts, but we can help you figure out a lot of things.
Yeah, we have some resources that will.
We can help you figure out if it won't work. Is that right?
Sure.
If it won't work for what you need, you're not going to run your whole house on a 4,000 watt generator.
No, not at all.
We can help you figure that out. But the other thing, aren't we willing, if a person buys a generator, to put oil and put gas in it and start it up for them and make sure everything's just...
Yeah, we'll just check it all over, make sure everything's working.
They're not going to get that online, are they?
No, they're not. Because one thing,
a big box store.
One thing a lot of people do when they buy a generator, they'll buy a generator, they don't need it right then, so they leave it in the box, they put it in the shed, put it in the basement, something like that. Well, the problem with that is if there is an issue, you're not going to know until you're in the middle of a storm and your electricity goes out and you want to use it, and
you have
man,
no
it don't work.
Electricity to even see if you're plugging into the right plugs or anything.
Exactly. So that feature is a nice feature where we'll put a little gas in it, put the correct amount of oil in it, test it. We'll test all the plugs, make sure all the plugs work, make sure everything's working. Yeah. So we're really here to make the process easier for you and make sure you're happy.
It is an item that you don't want to put it together the minute you need it.
Oh, not at all.
Because at that point you need it.
Absolutely.
In other words, so
you need to know it's going to work when you need it to work.
Yeah. One more little tip. We don't have this, but don't forget to put fuel stabilizer.
That is a great idea. Yeah.
In other words, we don't have fuel stabilizer, but it's just something that's just a good idea to put in there if you already own a generator, just so the gas is stabilized.
That's correct. Right? Because the new
Nothing's
gas,
worse than unstable gas.
The ethanol gas, it starts to separate after a while, and then you end up with issues with
the carburetor.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. What else did you want to talk about? You want to talk about swing sets or not right now?
Actually, yeah, that was the next step.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
All right. It's swing set time.
It is, and we have a couple of cash and carry demo models.
That's right. We still got two of them, don't we?
Yes, and they are good bang for your buck.
They are.
We have them right out here. You can come out and sample them before you buy them if you want.
Touch them, feel them, test drive them.
That's correct.
Get up on them, slide down the slide, climb the climb.
Yep.
the ladder or whatever it is.
But we do have 2 different models out there. We actually have some new demos coming in, so we'd like to move those along to make some space for the new demos. But these, the one's got a 5x5 tower. It's 5 foot high.
It's all vinyl now.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so no splinters.
That's correct. It's salt treated, wrapped in vinyl, and then they use stainless
so
hardware.
Still no splinters.
Yeah, no splinters.
Okay.
But you don't. Some people think vinyl. And if it's empty, maybe that it would crack or wouldn't support the weight.
Okay.
So it's got the wood inside the vinyl to help, stiffen everything up and keep it strong.
Give it the support.
That's correct.
The vinyl keeps the wood from warping or twisting or anything like that.
That's correct.
And all the hardware. I just recently was at a show where there was numerous people selling vinyl swing sets.
Okay.
And I'm very glad, and I think we have realized this ourselves. We were very fortunate when we picked this brand because there's about 8 different companies that make them and sell them.
Mm-hmm.
We picked the ones with the nicest features.
Oh, yeah.
Because the hardware, I saw some vinyl swing sets where like the chain for the swing was hooked on top of an eyelet. Mm-hmm. So like there was this eyelet screwed into the wood through the vinyl, so the vinyl's going to eventually split there.
Okay.
So anyway, the ones we sell, doesn't it have all stainless steel hardware?
Yep.
And some kind of little bushing in there?
It has the bushing, yeah, so it's not just metal on metal. It actually makes it swing much smoother.
Right. So anyway, but I just, I was there and I was noticing there's some that are more, there's some that are less, and I just felt very good at the brand that we picked. So.
And they're constantly looking for new things to come out with. I was just at they have what's called a dealer day where they bring us up and show us new products that they're coming out with, and they're coming out with new options. They have a fireman's pole now. That's something new. They have a lot of people see the plastic gliders where you have 2 kids that sit on it and they swing back and forth. Well, now they have one that's meant for just 1 kid, so you can still get that same type of swing, but for 1 kid. They also have like a little hammock swing. So they're coming out with options. They're looking for new things all the time. They have a lot new, they have like a ship's wheel and a periscope, and they have a flashlight and binoculars, all kinds of things that you can put on the tower.
Stand hooked to one?
Yeah, they do.
Like a little counter with 2 little stools.
Oh, and it's very nice, very high quality, nice craftsmanship, and I think it's going to be.
Do we have any of their newest books?
I do. Yep.
Okay, so. Do we give them away?
We do.
Okay, so somebody, if you're thinking about a vinyl Amish-made swing set, and the other thing Brooks didn't mention yet is that they include delivery and setup, not our display models.
That's
but
correct.
If you order one or custom order one, and we get them in a good turnaround time, we can even offer financing on them too, can't we?
Absolutely.
So if you want a vinyl Amish-made swing set, delivered and set up, good quality, stop on in and let us spend some time with you. Brooks is kind of the expert on that. But anybody here can help them, right?
Absolutely, and you can start small. You can go big. You can. We have so many. The options are almost unending.
Unending.
Yep.
Endingless.
Endingless. There you go.
Endingless. Okay. Hey, here's an event that I'm going to actually recommend Brooks Ritter even consider. But this is coming up. It's going to be held at Crossroad Community Church. It's a hands-on sound, lighting, and video training. Okay? It's a worship production conference. All right, it's a big thing. The only problem is they're only going to allow 500 people, and you say, "Man, that sounds like a lot of people." Nope, they're going to tip that scale real quick. So you need to sign up in advance if you have any questions. There's going to be 14 different classes available. So you can't take all 14 of them, but there's going to be 14 different things. But it's hands-on. You're not going to sit there and look at a video screen and learn like that. They're going to do some of that, but you're going to be able to touch things and touch knobs and touch sliders and things like that. So it's there's going to be a question and answer session at the end. Think about that. In other words, you're going to be talking to people that are right from the manufacturers of a lot of this stuff. So if you're a person and you're in your church and you're the soundboard or the lighting guy, or let's say you work at the Cheer Center and every time they have an event, you're the guy that gets to turn the knobs and you want to learn a little bit, this is only $30. Okay, that's in advance, $40 at the door. They are not sure there's going to be any at the door. So you want to register in advance. But there's just a lot of different things. There's going to be an outside stage setup where you can learn stuff there. There's going to be hands-on labs. There's even going to be a trade show. There's over $5,000 in door prizes. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and $30 includes lunch. Mm-hmm. That's 8 hours and a lunch for $30. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
That's a great deal.
So it's not just for musicians, but, I was thinking, like, say you own a restaurant or a bar and you've got a PA system in there and you have people come in and do trivia night or karaoke or whatever. You want to be able to operate your own equipment or know if something's not right. This is also for you or your tech people. So anyway, it's for anybody and everybody. It is April 1st at Crossroad Community Church, and I'm going to give you a website. But if all else fails, you can call Mid-South Audio. Mid-South Audio has partnered with Crossroad Community Church, and they are putting this together, and it's going to be a great event. So you don't want to miss it, because they haven't done this in a couple years, so it doesn't happen all the time or whatever, and you get to meet a lot of the industry leaders. So you can first of all call Mid-South Audio if you want to. It's 856, what was that? 856-6993, 856-6993. But I'm going to give you a website, but it's a little bit long. It's www.midsouthaudio.com/2017 Worship Production Conference. Worship Production Conference, okay? So it is going to be on April 1st, and you want to check it out. So if you have any questions, maybe check out midsouthaudio.com. 856-6993 is their number. Or again, on the web, midsouthaudio.com/2017 Worship Production Conference, okay? It's a must-attend event for anybody that has anything to do with audio, visual, and they're going to be doing a lot of video training also. So it's the event to go to. Brooks Ritter.
Might have the whole crew over there.
Might have the whole crew, that's right. So just a thought, maybe we ought to do the show from there that morning. That's a lot of work. Never mind. Scrap that idea, everybody. Scrap that idea, Kevin. Okay? Erase that from the tape. Brooks Ritter, what else you got to tell me?
I think we should talk about no nonsense.
Hey, no nonsense. Rick Fowler, real good guy, good business. You know, I talk to people all the time that say, heard about Rick on the show. I've actually talked to some people that use the Weller's discount card at No Nonsense Office Machines. But that aside, No Nonsense Office Machines is right outside of Georgetown, right there on Route 9. Right next to Sports at the Beach Complex, okay? So you just go around the circle on Route 9, head like you're going to Lewis, Rehoboth area, and they're right there, 2 miles outside of town on the right, No Nonsense Office Machines. And it's a nice business, and they have a nice showroom there, and they sell new and they sell used, okay? And their used equipment has been tested by, certified people that know what they're doing, and they make sure it's right. But they sell laptops and tablets and computers, fax machines, gaming systems, printers. What did we just order from them? Something I didn't even know they sold. What was it?
It was a battery backup.
A battery backup for a server.
That's correct.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then did we get something else too? Are we getting
a monitor?
All right. So we get a monitor. So I'm just letting you know they sell all kinds of stuff over there, new and used. And he stands behind everything he sells. He is a real good man to do business with. His name is Rick Fowler, okay? You can look him up on the Facebook. You can look him up there. And his phone number, you can call him. He's probably sitting right there right now, 856-7381. 856-7381. Rick and his team will do a good job for you, whether you need a copier, a printer, a laptop, a gaming system, or anything in between. It's like one-stop shopping for all your electronics needs, okay? Did I do okay there, Brooks?
I think you did a great job.
All right. So everybody that is listening on the radio, I want to make sure you know that you can watch this show on Facebook Live. If you are driving and you don't want to miss anything, you can go back and watch the show. You can watch it anytime at Facebook Live. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You can watch it anytime at Facebook Live, now or later. You can also watch it anytime if you're not on Facebook at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. We have all the shows there, and Brooks has labeled them, and they're all right there if you want to see one of them. So anyway, we have a lot of stuff going on. There's always some giveaways or specials or something crazy. And today is a very full show. We've got some people coming up. Barry from Dry Zone, like I say, then Pastor Bob Weed. Mm-hmm. Then we got Brian Shoup, who is the mayor of Milford. And then we've got Jim Brown, who's going to speak with us about encouragement. Okay?
Sounds like an action-packed show.
Sounds like an action-packed show. Next week's show is going to really be good. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break from the radio. And then we're going to talk about a couple other things. So you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is a live weekly show, so we thank you, all the people that are watching everywhere. And we are going to take a quick commercial break here in just a second. And then we're going to be right back. Colin Walls is going to talk to you about Walls Service Center. And then we might tell you just a little bit about a big opportunity on Live with Walls and Weller coming up. So are you ready there, everybody? Watch this commercial. Check it out, folks.
Hey everybody, it's Brandon here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware, and I've got a deal for you. It's the Weller's discount card. We're selling them for $10, and there are plenty of discounts on here. You use this card once or twice, and you've already paid yourself back for it. Some ideas of what's on the discount card is Dry Zone. You get 5% off any project. B&B Music, 10% off. Supercuts, $2 off. I use that one personally. Subway, 15% off any regular size sub. Dairy Queen, Papa John's, Odyssey of the Sea, Fisher Auto Parts, Ducking Car Wash. There's even a discount at Weller's, 10% off labor. Fat Daddy's Barbecue, Bethany Blues. Great deals all the way around. You can get them here at Weller's. You can check them out on our website, wellers.com, or you can give us a call at 337-8228. $10 each. Come get them while we got them.
Hey, everybody loves them discount cards. I have had more and more people tell me about them. So you've also got a lot of businesses on there, but one of them was No Nonsense Office Machines, $25. I just used it last night at Fat Daddy's. $5 off on $25 or more. That's 20%. All right, Colin Walls, Wall Service Center. What were you going to say?
Well, the pictures we showed you earlier, the air filter and stuff. Sometimes questions I have from people is, does my air filter really get dirty? Yes, it does. Yeah. They really do get dirty.
Explain what the air filter does.
Well, here's something else I want to show you. Do I really need to change my air filter? Yes, you do. That was evidence that you really do need to change your air filter. Now, another question is
to the price of a motor.
It is. Well, another question is, do I really need to change my oil, or do I really need to follow that schedule? Let me show you what happens if you don't follow the schedule and if you don't change your oil.
Look at the gunk.
Look at that.
Wow.
Now that's an engine.
That's from oil just breaking down, not being changed enough.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And if you go in there, it was actually at least an inch deep.
Because you can't clean that off.
No. Well, if you start trying to clean that out, then it breaks loose, and you're going to cause lots and lots of other problems. But that's just
oil.
Sludge that has built up. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, but these really are the results of not changing your oil and, as you saw, not changing your air filter earlier.
Keeping up with it.
Yeah, so at Wall Service Center, we're going to do a comprehensive checkover of your vehicle.
Every time.
This right here, yeah, every time it's in for service, or your regular oil change. Also, you're going to get the free roadside assistance. So I can't think of any reason not to deal with Wall Service Center. You're going to get all these benefits of it.
Unless you're stubborn.
Yeah, unless you're stubborn. But
unless
that's
you're
fine.
stubborn. Wall Service Center.
We work on stubborn people's car, too.
Okay, no problem at all. So your car really doesn't have a personality, but it does deserve, it deserves the very best.
I agree, yeah. I
mean,
it
deserves maintenance. In other words, gee whiz, it's a big investment. I mean, a car used to be $5,000, $10,000. My gosh, there are lots of money nowadays. So anyway, if you need your car worked on, it's Wall Service Center. All right?
All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, we're going to leave you. We're prepping for radio, I'm being told. So I need to stand up, tuck in my shirt, and prep for radio. So, folks, you're watching Weller Does Delmarva. I think Amy Brown is down at Disney World, and she's running, okay? She is running. So anyway, what was I getting ready to say? Running, I don't know if it's called a marathon. Is it a 5K or a 10K? Does anybody know, or are we going to get her? We might be getting Amy to talk to us in just a little bit. That would be amazing. I do want to tell you, if you ever want to be on the show, let me know. We've also got this other show, Live with Walls and Weller. We're going to tell you a little bit about that. But we're here for you. If you own a business and you want to promote it, or an organization or something like that, we have lots of ideas. If you want your own Facebook show, we can help you produce that. So there's many things between myself and Colin Walls, and I can see your screen there on TV. I don't know if it matters. But anyway, just letting you know. You were logging in there, I could tell. All right. So, with all that said, welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. Barry from Dry Zone is on his way. It seemed just a little foggy out there this morning. Not much, though. I don't even know if I really saw fog or if it was just pitch dark when I was driving.
It might have been your glasses.
It might have been my glasses.
Yeah.
Right. All right, Brooks, what else do I need to know, or what else have I missed? That's the big thing.
You haven't missed anything. You're doing really well this morning.
I'm doing really well,
track.
everybody.
Yes.
Hey, can I talk about Dr. T?
I think it's a great idea.
Hey, we had him on our show, folks. If you have never seen Dr. T and Jack Riddle work through an exercise regimen, you've got to watch this. Does anybody remember what time they were on Wednesday night? You need to look up Live with Walls and Weller, last week's show, last Wednesday night, whatever that date was. And somewhere in there, I think Dr. T was on at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. I can't remember. But he brought this piece of exercise equipment that he has. And it was all Jack Riddle could do to do a curl. It was amazing. It was amazing. And Jack told me, he said, I believe I could just rip this thing in two. But he couldn't do it. And it was just an amazing piece of equipment that Dr. T had. So you need to check that out just for the fun of it, okay? That was good. Or if you want some exercise equipment. But Dr. T, today we're talking about our chiropractor, okay? But he's very passionate about health and wellness and fitness and making sure people's body and mind is in good shape, okay? So anyway, if you need a chiropractor, Peninsula Chiropractic Center is where I deal and where I recommend, okay? It's even endorsed by Brooks Ritter, correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now it's an absolutely. It used to be yes, I like the place. But anyway, now it's absolutely. But if you need a chiropractor and you say, Jim, I have never been to a chiropractor in my life, I'm a nervous wreck. They will make you feel at ease, okay? They know what they're doing. It's Dr. Bud and Dr. T. If you say, I've been to a chiropractor for years and I've not got the relief I was hoping for, they've got an offer for you. I'm going to make it in just a minute. So here's what it is. They're in Seaford. They're right on the highway. It's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center. They have a Facebook page. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I bet it's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center, okay? So they've been in business a long time, 25, 30, maybe even longer years. Dr. Trillia is Dr. T. That's who owns it. And they're very personable. So if you have insurance and you don't know what it covers or don't cover, you give a call. You talk to Joyce and say, Joyce, what am I covered for? How many visits do I have to pay? Do I not have to pay? Oh, by the way, I want a massage. Is massage covered by my insurance? Because some cover it, some don't. So they do massages. They have a hydrotherapy table. They have the chiropractors. It's like a wellness center. And they're good people. The personality of everybody, from the person making your appointment, right to the one walking you back to the room, right to the doctors that wait on you. They're all good people. You're going to enjoy dealing there. But here's your offer. This is an exclusive Weller Does Delmarva offer. You give a call, and the phone number is 629-4344. 629-4344. You give a call, and you say, hey, I listened to Jim Weller, Weller Does Delmarva, and he said I could have a visit absolutely free. You absolutely can. So if you're wondering if you would like this place, if you're wondering if these gentlemen can help you, Dr. T and Dr. Bud, if you're wondering if chiropractic is for you, this consultation is no charge, and it's with one of the doctors, okay? No copay, no nothing. You give a call, 629-4344, schedule an appointment, and then you'll know whether you want a deal there. You'll know whether they think they can help you or not, and if not, they're connected to many other doctors, and they could steer you in whatever direction you need to go. Peninsula Chiropractic Center, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web. Look them up on Facebook. Like them. Just take the time now and do it if you would, please, and that way it's over with. All right? Check them out. Dr. T, Dr. Bud, good guys.
They are.
They are. All right.
They're nice, they're friendly.
Is going to be our next guest here in a few minutes. We are going to talk about, I don't know if he has any pictures to show, but they have a big contest coming up. Biggest contest I've ever been involved with. Okay, we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have a crawl space encapsulated. They are giving one away absolutely free, and it's not based on the most neediest person. You could have a brand new house and enter this contest. All right? So anyway, Barry's going to be here in a little bit. We're going to talk about that. What else? The store is going to be open at 9 o'clock. I mentioned we got a lot of used trailers in the past few days. So if you need a used utility trailer, we have a nice selection. But that also means if you have a used utility trailer you want to sell us, we buy them. We just write you out a check and take it off your hands. No purchase necessary. So if you got a trailer and it's sitting in your yard and you look out there and say, hey, that's like a pile of cash laying in my yard. If you could use the cash more than you use the trailer, bring it on in and let us buy it from you. Are we still buying used kayaks?
Absolutely.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay, sound a little more enthusiastic. Tune it up a little bit. One more time.
Absolutely.
All righty. All right, so anyway, we're buying used kayaks, but we got the one kayak at $150. Is that a deal or what?
That's a great deal.
That's a great deal. You can look online. What brand is it? Sundolphin?
Sundolphin, yeah.
Called Aruba 8 or something like that?
That's correct.
What are they, 240, 260?
260 about normal.
Okay, and we got them for $150.
That's correct.
Now, here's where the deal gets sweller at Weller's. Guess what it includes?
A free paddle.
A free paddle. With both ends, correct?
Yes.
So many people thought it was just the one end of the paddle, and they'd have to buy the other end at a really ridiculous price. It includes the whole paddle. It snaps together in the middle, right?
Yep.
Okay, some people call them pedals, right? But either one, whatever it is, I do. Well, you gave me the idea. Anyway, the paddle and the kayak, all one money, correct?
That's correct.
Add them together. How much does it come up to?
$150.
All right, take the paddle out of the equation. How much is it?
$150.
All right. Or if they want the paddle only.
$150.
All right. So anyway, you add it, divide it, subtract it. The kayak and the paddle, $150. What is that in Spanish?
Un cien.
What's the word cash?
Cash. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Brooks.
Dinero. Yeah.
Dinero. Gee. All
Mucho
right,
dinero.
Yeah,
No.
dinero. So anyway, all right. What other language do you know?
English and English and English.
My gosh. All right. I know English and broken English. See, I know two languages. And garbled English. What? I'm fluent in one. I don't know which one it is. They flow together. All right. So anyway, look, kayaks. What are the brands we sell?
We sell Sundolphin. We sell Emotion. We sell Evoke.
All right. And do we have any of them pedal boats still?
We do. Yep.
So tell me about the pedal boats. Have you been in them?
I have not been in the ones that we have
Do they have
for
a height
sale.
or weight limit?
They do have weight limits. Yes.
No height limit.
No height limit.
Okay.
But we have a 3-seater and a
What if I
5-seater.
can't reach the pedals?
Then you need to put blocks on the bottom of your shoes to make your feet.
Why don't I put the blocks on the pedals?
You can do that too.
Okay.
But if you put them on the bottom of your,
I can see me walking around with 2x4s underneath my shoe.
it would make you taller.
It would.
Yeah.
I would
So-
stand out amongst my peers.
So if you have a complex about your height, then
I do. Let's not go there. Height, weight, and baldness. All right. Besides that,
But we have a 3-seater and a 5-seater, and then we
Does
have
one
other
still have
options
the little
available.
roof?
Yeah, that's the 5-seater. It's got a canopy that goes over top of you.
Okay.
And in the back, there's a spot where you can put ice and have a cooler in it. So they're definitely nice setups. We have them here. You can come out and check them out, and we can even sit them on the ground, and you can sit in it if you like.
sit in them.
Yep.
All right. Hear the door opening?
Yeah.
Everybody hear it? Open and shut that door one more time, young man.
Did you see the nice gold door handle? Yeah, we've stepping up in the world.
Uh-huh. All right, he's arrived, everybody. Should we stand and salute or bow? Curtsy.
Bow.
Everybody curtsy. Barry, get on over here. I got so many questions for you, it's unbelievable. All right. Oh, here's Amy.
Good morning.
Stand down, young man.
Uh-oh.
We may have to flow you past 8 o'clock a little bit.
That's all right.
All right. We have got Amy Brown. We're calling her right now. Out of town, Amy Brown.
Holy cow, she's still
Out of
down in
town,
Florida?
Amy Brown. Oh, she just ran. I think it just ran around. Yeah, she's been running at Disney. I don't know if it's 5 miles, 10 miles, or 25 miles. Can you hear me? I'm not sure. I can't hear you.
go to the bar.
I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Amy Brown is out of town, so we're calling her out of town Amy Brown. She's at Disney. Is Disney in California, I think? All right. Have you ever been there, anybody? Uh-oh. Colin's going to make me a note.
Uh-oh.
Stop trying to leave the
There we
show.
go. Amy? Are you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Are you there?
Kinda. Sort of hear ya. I don't have my headphones in. I'm sorry.
I don't have mine
But
either. I thought you had
happy Mardi
mine.
Gras from the French Quarter.
How was it?
You know, it was really, really good. It was a great course, 6.2 miles. We started at Epcot and finished at Epcot. I ran through chunks of Epcot, so it was very, very fun.
Is that your younger sister with you?
Yes, this is my beautiful sister, Leslie. I don't have to keep leaning in to hear.
Oh, okay. So was it fun?
So, but we missed Delaware. It was everything we thought. It was, and more. It was really, really a fun day. We look forward to running twice as much tomorrow, 13.1 miles tomorrow. So we'll have a total of 19.3.
Wow.
Hey!
We're proud of
Good
you.
morning.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you. She can't hear me. We're proud of you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Y'all have a great morning.
Are you leaving?
Bye.
Hi, Leslie. Goodbye. All right, Barry, you're next. We're going to send you to Disney World. What are they running tomorrow? I forgot already.
13.1. That's a half marathon, isn't it?
Oh, I thought tomorrow was Daytona 500.
That's 500 miles.
That's 500 miles. Are you
Me?
going down?
Oh, nah.
No?
I'm going to catch it on TV.
How was the camp out?
It was awesome.
Really?
That was
I saw the brisket. It looked real good.
It was crazy good. Wish you guys would stop by. We served it all day Thursday, and
did you really?
Had some for Friday.
I didn't know what you really meant, so I can never take you serious.
Just when we say, come on up.
All right, so Daytona 500 tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, now what marathon? I know you're training for some different things. I mean, you're eating like you're training.
Well, I'm storing up for the winter next year.
He's hibernating. This winter's been so mild. You want to be very prepared for next winter.
I got to be ready for next year. Yep.
All right, Dry Zone. What is going on with Dry Zone?
Oh my gosh, it is crazy. The calendar is jam packed with things that's happening. Well, today, after I leave here, we're in the Wycomico Civic Center for the
Salisbury.
We got a show down there that we're part of, the Optimist Club.
I'm optimistic about
and
it's
going to be a huge event, so stop down and visit us.
You got a booth?
Yes.
You going to be there personally?
I am. I'm going to be
today,
right
tomorrow, or just today?
Both. Yeah.
Both. Okay.
And I'll even sign autographs. It's okay.
Will you really?
Yeah.
All right. So if you've never met Barry, folks, he's a real nice guy and friendly and knowledgeable and a wealth of information. And anyway, you can stop and see him. Is there an entrance fee?
I believe there is. I apologize. Right. I don't know that answer on that.
Okay. Is there free food?
No. But it's
I was just messing with you here.
Well, there's a lot of crafts and a lot of other vendors there.
Would I enjoy it?
Yes.
Would I? I may just mosey on down there.
It's a lot of cool stuff.
Is there a height requirement to get in?
No. We can all make it.
Okay. So anyway, that's today and tomorrow.
10 to 6 today, 12 to 4 tomorrow.
12 to 4 tomorrow, 10 to 6 today. All right, so Dry Zone's got a booth down there.
Yep.
So you could stop down for a kind of informal meet and greet if you want.
Absolutely.
Or you can just schedule an appointment while you're there.
We'll set up. You can have my tablet. We can do it right that moment.
Now, we're looking for people today that are on a homeowners association.
Okay.
That are like the president of it, and what we'd like you to do is give Dry Zone a call and just sign up every homeowner in the development. What do you think of that?
That sounds like an awesome plan.
I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about how can we get people in volume, okay?
And we actually do talk with a lot of homeowner associations, but we really do, because that's how,
really?
Well, sometimes depending on the development, they might be partially responsible for the sidewalks.
Ooh, okay.
In conjunction with some of the homeowners, that's how we, spread the word and educate those people. And we've done live shows where we just come out there and we'll show them how we do it.
Okay.
We were in Lewis yesterday.
Like a demonstration.
Absolutely. We'll have the truck right.
I think the demonstration pretty much seals the deal.
Absolutely. It's just like when we did the live show at Jack's house. And so it's an awesome thing to see. And this time of year now that people are, especially we got this little early warm spell.
Right.
Getting out and about because, those tripping hazards could cost you money later on.
Oh, no doubt about it. Right. That's when you find out who has insurance and who don't.
Correct.
Is when somebody trips on your sidewalk in front of your house and you say, I thought it was the city's responsibility. And the city goes, I thought it was your responsibility.
Well, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. There's a couple of beach towns a little farther south of us here that they actually have the sidewalk police that go out and remind you that you need to take care of that.
No kidding.
Yes.
But, it's just about safety. There's all there is to it. If you got a sidewalk, unless it's fully lit, people could trip over it. Some people could trip over in broad daylight.
And then there's some people that, as we get older, some of us don't walk as normal. We shuffle. And
or if we gain weight, our feet are heavier.
Correct.
It's hard to lift them.
So there's, it's a safety thing, and then, of course, there could be appearance. But we just don't do sidewalks. There's other concrete issues.
I need you to make sure you tell me next time you got something big going on.
Okay.
Because I want to go and video it or do a Facebook Live or pretend I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I think we do have something coming up on Monday, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yes.
So I'm going to try to be out there and do some video.
Okay, we should.
And then the other things we got going on.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
So then we also, this coming Saturday, we're participating with the Good Old Boy Foundation and Dagsburg Fire Company on March 4th.
Now, what do you know about that? When's March 4th?
Next Saturday.
What's the date of next Saturday?
March 4th.
Okay, so it's next Saturday. Is March 4th already? How did you let that happen? How did you let March sneak up on us like this?
I know. I need another week myself.
All right. So next Saturday, what is it called? Can people get tickets? Or
yes, they can get tickets.
Would you guys buy a table?
We bought a table.
Dry Zone is always supporting things. Why is that?
We just, it's awesome to be part of the community, and we definitely want to give back because the community sure helps us out.
Wow. I love it.
And,
Every corner I turn, there's Dry Zone.
Right.
Supporting something. All right, so what you're saying is next Saturday night, March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it at?
At the Dagsboro Fire Hall, the new one.
Okay.
From 5 to 11.
What is it, a dinner?
It's a pig roast and a
pig roast,
there's,
okay.
Shrimp, steamed shrimp, beer.
Okay, is there any
other foods?
Is there beer?
Yep.
Okay, is the beer included?
There will be a beer truck, yes.
Really?
And it's going to be an awesome event just to hang out.
Is there an auction?
There are auctions. They got some other prizes, and I believe there's going to be a '79 Corvette up for dibs.
Get out of town.
Yeah, the person who won it at the last auction has donated it back.
A '79 Corvette.
Yep.
How would I get more info? Where do I learn about this?
I'm going to have to get that information.
Well, what was the fire company, Dagsboro?
You can call the Dagsboro Fire Company.
Okay, don't dial 911.
No.
Okay. About tickets. Ooh. I heard Barry and Jim talking.
There'll be a ticket there.
We'll be famous.
But
so Dagsboro Fire Company's website, I'm sure.
Yes, and if they want, they can give me a call.
What is that, Brooks? Look it up. Dagsboro Fire Company's website.
And they can give us a call, and I'll track it down. I have it in the truck. I just don't have it. I forgot to bring it with me.
That's fine. We understand.
But
age affects memory.
Oh, right. But that's going to be a fun event. It's a local thing, and it goes to good cause and it's a joint venture. They're splitting.
So it's a fundraiser for
the fire company and for the Good Old Boy Foundation.
Okay, which continually just does things. Both those organizations do nothing but do things for the community.
Correct.
Endlessly. Okay, so anyway, Brooks is looking that up. Can we talk about your contest?
Absolutely.
I've had people catch me out in public and say, I don't believe it.
It is unbelievable, but it's
right,
really
so
happening.
Can we review it like just from top to bottom to make sure everybody, we need to sound believable, okay?
Absolutely. Well, I guess it's been about a month and a half ago at your show at the barn.
Oh, that's right.
Bill and Heather had let us announce it there that they decided to give away a crawl space.
Another great, here they are, Dry Zone, giving back.
And the crawl space, it's all the parts that is if you were going to buy it.
A complete encapsulation?
Yes. So we're going to do
talking the sump pump
and drainage systems.
Okay.
We're going to seal the home up, with our clean space liner. Then we're going to block air from coming in. You block the vents and an airtight door.
Really?
And then a dehumidifier with electric.
Everything.
Done.
Turnkey.
Yep.
Okay, and it's not based on, because that's what somebody said to me. Do I even need to have a bad need? No, it's not based on the degree of need. It's a random drawing.
It's a random drawing. Your house, it might be just
brand new.
If you were shopping, interested in getting it done, is a preventive maintenance.
What if you're building a house? This would be a great contest to win.
Absolutely. You can still get into it.
So whether you're building a brand new house, whether you have a house, whether you really have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, the new house might be a challenge. You might have to take a picture of your lot.
That's right. We need a picture of the crawl space.
Because what we need, it's so easy to enter, and we're going to hopefully make you, at least if you have never been in your crawl space, at least open the door and look at it.
One time.
Just go in there and take a picture of the crawl space. I've had people send me multiple pictures, which is fine. Email that to Dry Zone. It's going to be at marketing@dryzone.com.
All right. So, and just a little blurb, a note.
A note with your name, address, phone number, where we can reach you, and permission to use that photo.
Right. But we're not going to give your name and address out. We're just going to use the picture.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just that simple. And then it's going to be a random drawing, and somebody's going to, and it's a big prize.
Let's wait a little while so we get more people a chance to get in. Is that okay?
Yes, that's good.
Okay. I don't want to rush this.
And it's a big amount.
I've never had this. I mean, we're talking thousands.
Yes.
And it's free.
And the only some of the couple rules are you got to own the home.
Oh, that's right. Can't be a rental.
And it can't. Well, if the owner just got to own the home. So I don't care if they rent it out.
Okay. So the owner of the home is the one who has to enter.
Correct.
It could be a house that you rent out, but it can't be the tenant. It's got to be the owner of the home. Okay.
Because we have to have permission to do their work.
That makes sense to me.
And it's not commercial.
Not commercial.
Residential only.
So, and pretty much Delaware, a little bit
Delaware,
of
Maryland, Virginia, Eastern Shore. Yeah,
Eastern
our
Shore.
old territory that we cover. So, and it's going to be just like, okay, if you're the lucky winner, it's just going to be like when we come, we're going to do the same process. We're going to come down there, interview you, learn about the house, measure it, and then take care of it from there.
Wow. And then it comes with an unbelievable warranty.
A 25-year warranty against groundwater seepage and 25 on the liner.
Okay. Well, very good. So, to simply enter the contest, you just open your crawl space door and snap a picture or two. Feel free to crawl around if you want, but
absolutely,
that doesn't enter you any deeper. Like the deeper you crawl in the crawl space, it doesn't enter you any deeper into the...
Correct. It's going to be just random.
It's random. And so we're going to do this sometime soon, but no rush because I want to give everybody a chance. Because that's what I run into. I run into people that say, I heard about this contest. How can they do that? Why would they do that? Well, I said this is just their opportunity to be a blessing to the community. I mean, they want to give somebody a crawl space encapsulation. I mean, some people give away a whole new roof, but this is a bigger project than that.
Absolutely.
This is big. This is big. I'll use the word huge.
That's perfect.
This is huge. Now, what's this thing you have here? A dryer vent?
Well, almost.
Okay.
This is called a smart vent, and it's a flood vent. And what this little guy does
It helps with flooding?
It helps water pass through.
Flooding.
So what this guy does in certain markets or where you might live is you may be the lucky person that has to carry flood insurance.
Okay.
And sometimes, depending on the severity of where FEMA feels that that's a disaster zone, you might pay a whole bunch of money.
All right.
I've had a homeowner.
I know somebody that had their house deemed in a flood zone and then had to fight to get it out of a flood zone.
Well, some of the ones at the beaches and stuff like that, I've had one homeowner it was $4,000 a year
for the insurance.
And what's neat about
what size house do you have, Barry?
It doesn't have to be the size of the house. It's where it's at.
Really?
It's where it's at. And there's different levels of the insurance. Well, what we do is
that adds a whole new term, a whole new meaning to the term location.
Correct. And so what the Smart Vents has done, these are the only ones that are approved by FEMA to qualify for discounts. These are engineered, and the purpose of them is when you have the flood vent going on.
Right.
The way FEMA says is when they want the goal is to protect your foundation.
Okay.
So when the water
so is this
rises,
a crawl space or a basement?
Crawl space, not
crawl
basements.
space. Okay.
So in a crawl space, so what happens is a flood vent has to open up on its own, and then allow for 3-inch size debris to pass through in both directions.
Beer cans.
That can be that. Okay. and so it's just imagine if you're standing at the beach and you just sit there and the waves come in and out. If you don't move, you're going to fall over because the sand washes away from under. Well, that's what these help eliminate in your foundation, because if the water surge comes up and wraps around the house.
But you don't have to be near the beach. You just have to.
Oh, no.
You can live in a low-lying area. You could have ditches around you or tax ditches.
In the mid-'90s, I got surprised by FEMA because in Dagsboro, there's 3 homes back then that were, hey, you're in a flood zone. You owe us some money.
Really?
And so that was a shock on that. But anyway, so we are the authorized installer of these, and it's more than just installing them. We actually go out there and check and to make sure that they can be installed properly to qualify for your discounts.
Based on your foundation condition and size and height off the ground.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff with that, yes. Because some people say, oh, I can do that myself. But then they call up and they're like, oh, yeah, you still don't qualify.
Well, and if you don't get it right, your insurance may not cover.
Well, because your home, you need to talk to them first. But normally what happens is when you have flood insurance, they base it on what they see already. And that's where that price comes from.
Okay.
And then in some situations, this will
So if somebody didn't have these and they lived in a flood zone, they could put these in and then demand their insurance company re-inspect them.
Yes, and then my experience has been it's been up to 80% discounts.
Wow.
Off a year for rest. You know, so you invest once and then you're done.
Right.
So it's a great deal on that. But I just want to bring that up because, people, we're still in that season.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially the nor'easter stuff and hurricane coming up. So, and then all you have to do is call for a free inspection.
All right. And the inspections really are free. No high pressure.
Absolutely.
No arm twisting.
Nope.
All right. 684?
5034.
5034. 684 5034.
Or you can reach us on the web at dryzone.com.
Okay.
And they'll see examples of this and all the other work that we do.
Okay.
And we welcome to stop by the barn.
All right. Route 16 in Ellendale.
Beach Highway. And
okay.
Open every day except Saturday and Sunday.
Except Saturday and Sunday. All right. So anything else? You're going down to not Ocean City. You're going to Salisbury.
Salisbury
you were
today.
Ocean City last week.
Ocean City Boat Show last. That was awesome. There were some crazy boats down there. Holy cow!
How many did you buy?
2.
Okay.
I got you one out there.
Oh, great.
One of them, there was a pontoon down there. They had twin 150s on it. I'm like, how fast do you need to get across that road with Bay?
Well, but if you want a tube or something like that, tubing.
That's a lot of power. That boat will move.
I know.
But anyway, it was a great time, and this is going to be a great one. The weather's beautiful out today. It's incredible.
It is.
So get out and come out.
I may come down there.
Cool.
All right, Barry, we're going to wind up. 684-5034, dryzone.com. Barry, have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, we're going to take a quick break from the radio. Pastor Bob has arrived. We're going to have him on in a few minutes, and we're going to be back with more Weller Does Delmarva. So, for my TV audience, I just want to say thanks a lot for hanging in there. And if you want to shoot us a note today, we're really not taking calls, but if you want to leave us a message, you can call. We're not answering the phone today, but we'd like to know how you like the show and where are you watching from. And every time people call me up, they say, I'm watching from the living room. I'm watching from the bedroom. I'm watching as I brush my teeth. That's not what I mean. I mean, where are you? Where are you? Because we're finding that My Cozy TV is not just in Delaware, but it's in quite a bit of Maryland also. So we're also going to be down in Ocean City on March 11th. And we're inviting you to stop by and say hi. Am I going to be sitting out in the parking lot like at a table or something, Colin? You think? Maybe? Okay. Anyway, we're doing this show live from Ocean City, Maryland, March 11th, okay? And we're going to invite you to stop by and say hi if you want. I got Bill Anderson from Dry Zone going to hang out with me a little bit. And then I think the mayor of Ocean City is going to hang out with me a little bit. And Bob Rothermel, who puts a lot of events on. I think he's got the Beach Boys coming. He's going to be stopping down and talking to us about all the different events. But it's the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I think Bob Backman from WRDE is going to be with me and so on. So anyway, all right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Is that right? And then we are going to talk a little bit more with Colin Walls. So I'm ready. If you're ready, here's the commercial, everybody.
Are you tired of cranking on your jack? Are you tired of looking for a place to store that block of wood? Well, we here at Weller's have the solution to make the jacking of your trailer much easier. It's a drop leg insert. It's made to insert right into the jack of the trailer. And as you can see here, we have one already inserted in the jack here. All you need to do is pull the reinsert the pin. And now you've decreased the jacking of the trailer by that much already. Just go ahead and finish jacking. And look how much work you save. Come on in, ask for one of the guys here at Weller's. Give us a call, 337-8228, or check them out online at wellers.com.
There he goes, folks. That is what Brooks Ritter looks like. You hear him all the time on the voice here. There he is. And he was frustrated. That block of wood really got on his nerves. So that's why they're laying out on the ground, and we hit him with a lawnmower all the time. He doesn't know what to do with them. But that's a neat little gizmo. It slides right up inside the jack.
Yeah, very simple to use.
Did you invent that?
I wish I did.
Jason?
No.
Earl did it.
Probably Earl. I mean, he's old enough to probably have invented it.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Leave that alone.
Maybe he's not listening. I might be lucky here.
You better be lucky, or else he's going to sell 3 more trailers than you today. All right, Colin, what's up in your world?
Well, just want to talk about Wall Service Center again. We looked at this filter earlier today.
Yes. It's very impressive.
You got it, Colin. He's got it ready to go.
We need to take a picture of the owner of that with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in his defense, he just bought it, and he did the right thing. You know, he was checking
it
to
Wall Service Center.
So that's what it looked like there. That's pretty nasty, and it's not supposed to look like that. It's actually supposed to be, if you can see on the side of it, go back to that wide shot, you'll see the see how it's yellow. Yeah. That's what it should look like, is a yellow. But all that nasty stuff is on there, and
that's an air filter in a vehicle.
Right, and I don't know how old that was, but it was definitely in there a long time, and it hadn't been checked. So whoever was doing the oil changes and the maintenance on it actually was not checking those things. But we do all that at Wall Service Center.
Whoever was doing the oil changes might have been doing oil changes.
Right.
You do an oil change plus.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's something we've done for a long time. But now we have this sheet that we fill out here. So it's got lots of different things on it that we check. Everything from the air filter to tires, even your cabin air filter. A lot of people don't know there's actually an air filter for the incoming air on a lot of the newer cars that filters it out. When you have it on the fresh air setting, it filters that air out. Some of them are charcoal filters. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, so we check all that stuff at Wall Service Center.
The thickness of a brake pad.
We do, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, that's something as simple as an oil change. You're checking all those things.
Right. And it's not to give you a hard sell on anything. It's just to let you know where
the information. I want to know where I'm at.
Right. Yeah. So if we know that within the next 5,000 miles you're going to need brake pads,
but you wouldn't know if I was getting ready to take a 2,000-mile trip.
Right.
But I would.
Right.
So I need to know what kind of shape things are in.
Exactly. So we're looking at the tires. We're checking the battery We've got this thing where we can check the state of the charge of the battery. What kind of it's called the state of health. So, and then we'll mark on here what percentage of that. So it's a little scale here from 0 to 100, and we're going to mark on there where your battery's
very
at.
Thorough.
It is
for no more than an oil change.
Right.
I mean, and obviously, just seeing that picture, in other words, I know that gentleman just bought that vehicle, but still, whoever did his oil changes did exactly that. His oil changes.
Right.
In other words, so you need to decide: do you want do you want the oil change, or do you want just a complete looking over? Because that's all you do. This doesn't add any cost to what they have done.
No, it doesn't add any cost at all.
Added value benefit.
Right, it's an added benefit, and we've talked before about different benefits of dealing with Wallace Service Center, and that's one of the benefits. So your air filter doesn't look like that, and because that affects your fuel mileage, that affects the performance of your vehicle, and
the longevity of everything.
Right, and believe it or not, it can actually severely affect the way it runs. Sometimes I've seen them not even start if some of that debris gets past that air filter and gets onto what's called the mass airflow sensor. Okay. It can cause major problems. And a mass airflow sensor, by the time you have diagnostic and parts and labor, you're going to be a couple $100. So
wow,
so a simple,
not counting the inconvenience,
$15 to $20 air filter, could save you quite a bit of money.
Yep.
So. But Wallace Service Center, give us a call, 422-8110. You can also stop in 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford, right across from Abbott's Grill, next to Bicentennial Park. And if you forget all that information, go to wallaceservicecenter.com, and it's all right there.
Okay. Thank you very much, Colin. And next is Pastor Bob will be coming on in a few minutes. Going to talk about Eagle's Nest and a lot of things there. Beautiful day out. We had Barry from Dry Zone. After Pastor Bob at 8:30, we got Brian Shoup, the mayor of Milford, going to be talking to us a little bit. And then at 9:30, we have Jim Brown, who's going to be sharing some words of encouragement with us. So, Brooks, is there anything else you wanted to add or say before I take over? All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Was there anything else?
You're going to take over since I started talking.
I can tell you're just gathering them as we go. Is that right?
All the time.
All right. I want to talk about these display cases we have. Because we bought a bunch of display cases from somebody. I can't even remember where or how I got them. But I think they're made out of plexiglass or something. And, they have these little shelves in them. And then they have, a front door that closes. So you put them up on the wall and you can put your Matchbox cars in it. I got one at home that Denise has a whole bunch of bird's nests. Little bird's nests that she's found over the years up there on these little shelves. It's kind of cool to see how they've made them out of hair and twigs and different things. We used to have horses, and when we had the horses, we had a lot more bird's nests, believe it or not, because somehow, some way, they found these horse hairs, and we had all these bird's nests. Now we don't have the horses, and we have less bird's nests for some reason. But anyway, these display glass, they're not glass, plexiglass display cases, they're used, but they're in like new condition. They're like 2 foot by almost 2 by 2, 24 inches by 29 inches. I looked them up on eBay. They're $110, $120 a piece. We got them for $57 each, 2 for $97 if you happen to have any collectibles you want some display cases for. Okay, they're available at Weller's. Brooks had mentioned earlier the swing sets. If you've never seen an Amish-made vinyl swing set, come on in and take a look. Swing on it. You'll take their picture, won't you?
Absolutely.
Or you could take a picture of Brooks swinging on it.
That works too.
Or you can both swing on it and we'll get somebody else to take the picture. But anyway, what about these fishing rod holders that go on your front bumper? Do we still sell many of them?
Yeah. They're
people
starting
that go surf fishing.
Yep, they're starting to actually. People are starting to come in looking for them.
There's 2 or 3 different versions, right? There's one that just bolts somehow to your front bumper.
Yep, there's another one that you could put a front hitch on and it slides into that.
And it's even bigger. You could put a cooler on it and some other stuff.
And there's one that has the cooler rack and the fishing rack.
Does that one slide into a hitch?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a couple versions of the ones that go into a hitch.
That's correct.
Okay, and then if they need the hitch, we also sell and install those.
Absolutely.
All right, so we have those. The aluminum picnic tables, we're down to 1 and 1.
That's correct. Yes.
1 6-foot one and 1 8-foot one left.
Get prepared for the spring. It's coming.
Them things would last forever.
Yes.
Are they made by Aluma, the aluminum trailer company?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so we have those. So I got a lot of neat stuff. Still got that golf cart for sale?
We do, yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else I need to know? Because I'm going to move on.
We also have maintenance-free Adirondack benches for sale, too. So
you don't have many?
Don't have many. We're selling out very quickly. I'm just thinking with all this
warm... Who come up with that price?
The marketing guy.
$350, $400.
But with all this warm weather, I think people are really starting to kind of get excited about the up and coming spring. So people are out buying this stuff now.
Are they?
Yeah.
You mean like right this minute?
Like right now.
Okay.
Or
so they're out there right now.
At least 9 o'clock. They're in line waiting to come in the store.
You wish they were. All right. Can I talk about my insurance company real quick?
I think that's a great idea.
L&W Insurance. I love dealing with them. Everybody hears me week after week, and I run into people, and they say, why would a person be excited about buying insurance? Let me clarify. I am not excited about buying insurance, okay? Insurance is just like electricity, telephones. You got to have it, okay? And so I have dealt with L&W Insurance Agency pretty much ever since I've been in business. I'll tell you an example. When I started in business, I was just a teenager. And I had somebody work for me, pulled out in front of another person, caused a bad accident. What do you think the first thing that happened to me was? They canceled my insurance. Okay? So then I'm like, well, can't you get me hooked up? No, I only sell one brand of insurance. And I'm thinking, what? You only sell one brand of insurance. I like dealing with you, and you can't hook me up with anybody else. This is how I started with L&W. So I got hooked up with L&W, and they said, well, here's what we do. We don't sell just one brand of insurance. We represent many companies. So every year when it comes time for your policy to renew, we shop this for you. We shop it with about 8 different companies to make sure. Then we determine, who pays claims real good, who's not so good, who gives discounts if you put your homeowners and your car insurance under one. I got a discount the other day on my homeowners insurance because I had my car. I got like a $600 discount by having those two things on one policy. I couldn't believe it. It made my car insurance so cheap. Then L&W sent me a check for $200 and some where they did not agree with the values that they had on my house compared to the current market trend of what my house should be valued at. And they got it lowered and got me a rebate. I'm like, who's keeping up with this stuff? So these are the little reasons I like L&W Insurance Agency. You can buy insurance on 1-800 anywhere. Okay, there probably is a 1-800 anywhere insurance. But what I'm saying is it's a local company. They're very involved in the community. They support many things. They're a good insurance company. It's L&W Insurance Agency. You can experience the same things I'm experiencing. The one thing they really claim and brag about is when you have a claim, they want to be right in the middle of it. They don't want to just pawn you off to the insurance company. They like to be involved in it. So if you want a local insurance company that supports local things and is a good part of the community, they've been around 84 years. It's L&W Insurance, 856-7828, 856-7828. Give them a call. Tell them I sent you, lwinsurance.com on the web. Can I have Pastor Bob on now? Is that okay? Pastor Bob, come on down. Good morning to you. This is Pastor Bob Weed from Eagle's Nest Ministries in Milton, Delaware. Got a lot going on. You're doing a series on... Well, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
How was the ride over? I'm good.
It's beautiful outside.
Is it not?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Is this just
It feels
weather?
like May.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It does. I hope we don't pay a price for it, though.
I think we'll be fine. If
Yeah.
we pay a price, it'll be short.
It is worth it, though. It's nice. It's nice.
It really
Yeah.
is nice. Everybody's getting a break on their heating and air, and it's just a good time. So anyway, Eagle's Nest Ministries, Eagle's Nest Church in Milton. You are the lead pastor.
I am.
You do not like to be called the senior pastor.
I used to when I was younger. Now I kind of like lead.
Yeah.
Senior's too old.
Okay. All right. What do you want to talk about before I hijack your whole segment?
Well, we've been in a series called Labels that people really have taken to. We're just dealing in this series with things that are spoken over us, particularly when we're young, that we kind of carry.
What do you mean
with
by
us.
that?
When people when you're
Like when I
growing
was
up,
young, if my family called me bald, you're talking about stuff like
yeah,
that?
stuff like that. Yeah, like
Okay.
particularly like with
and
our
as a
parents.
teenager and you're bald.
Yeah,
It's gonna affect you.
It does affect you very much so.
Oh, look, she's going to be right with us, she says.
But just
Siri.
in dealing with, like when we're growing up, people, either relatives or sometimes family or friends or even enemies, so to speak.
Teachers.
Yeah, say things over you, like the term average. If you get called average, that's not usually a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
And that can become an identity. And we dealt with, how, and I was amazed at how many people have had the term stupid spoken over them.
Really?
Yeah, I was amazed at the response to that, and how many people are dealing with that. Because if you really begin to feel like you're stupid, you can begin to try to compensate, and one of the ways people compensate is try to overachieve. And so so what we're dealing with is just things that kind of drive our behavior, but we don't realize what they are.
Okay.
I live by an axiom, a statement that goes like this: there's always a why behind the what. So when you see somebody do something, instead of reacting to what they're doing, ask yourself, why do they do that? And
what caused them to have that mannerism or whatever?
What's driving them? Somebody cuts you off in traffic. They're going real fast.
So
why
the next
they
person
do that?
that meets them is going to have a tense person on their hands.
That's right. There's
So
always,
why?
So
Because
why?
they were just cut off in traffic.
Now that doesn't excuse it. I mean, there's times that people are doing the wrong things, but when you're interacting with people, and you start thinking about why they're doing things, it does explain it, and it helps you be able to address it more effectively. Because we tend as human beings to just react. You know, take a deep breath
Without the why.
without the why. And we don't realize that you might be meeting somebody just having a bad day. They're taking it out on you. It has nothing to do with you.
Right.
You know, but they're having a bad day. They may be having family trouble. You know, somebody they
problems.
love might be in the hospital. You know, sometimes people are just act selfish. But
Right.
but if you stop and ask why, that slows you down and gives you a greater capacity to not react in a poor manner.
And communicate better.
Right.
Right.
Because, you know, we all grew up, two wrongs don't make a right.
That's right.
So if somebody acts poorly, our reacting poorly isn't
Doesn't
justified.
help. And I feel like we live in an information age where people, if they're going to get bad news, they get it quicker than they ever have.
Oh, they do.
I mean, in other words, you know, even myself, I'm on a couple prayer lists where people, you know, tell me prayer requests all day long, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
It can overwhelm
It makes
you.
me want to pray for the person putting the thing
Yes.
on the prayer
Yeah.
request list.
Yeah. Well, bad news travels. I mean, you can get what's going on around the world in seconds.
Right.
You know, and we're inundated, and let's be honest, news tends to be bad. They don't report all the good news.
And fake news is even worse.
And, well, we don't get political here, but but yeah, I mean, we're getting news all the time, and it's usually not encouraging. I would love to see a program they put on TV that just goes around catching people doing good.
Right.
You know,
Gotcha.
And they
Attaboy.
say it wouldn't sell, and that's a shame.
Yeah, that is a shame.
But there's much more good that happens in a day than bad. But we report the bad. And it gets depressing. Sometimes I just shut the news off at times. I just shut everything off. I take what they call Sabbath. I'm not going to listen to anything. You know, and even prayer requests. I pray all the time for people. There's seasons I don't answer my phone. We have people that, you know, fill in, that kind of thing for emergencies. But you have to get away from it. You know, and so that's what we were dealing with in this series called Labels. And by the way, if you want to, you're free to attend. We'd love to have you. But if you want to check us out on the web, those things are archived, so you can take a look at them online.
Online, I ask you this every time because I never seem to remember it. Online, is it audio and visual or just the audio?
Both.
Okay.
Both, yeah.
So you literally could watch our service after the service online.
You can. It takes a few
It's
days
not
for us to
streamed
render
live,
to get
right.
up. Yeah.
Right. We know because we have to do that here.
Yeah.
Is that what the word render?
Render
Is
it.
that the right word?
They have
Brooks?
to
Works for
edit,
me.
render. They usually have to edit. I usually say
Well,
something stupid, and they
I
have to
don't
say,
think we
edit
edit
that out.
Something about this show, after the show is over, Brooks has to do something before he can then put it on our website.
Yeah, I think that's what they call rendering, I think. But
Right.
I'm
See,
not a technical
here's
guy.
the problem. You and I don't really know, so we
Correct.
don't really know.
We don't really know.
If our people just don't want to do it that day.
We just
That's
want
right.
that extra time.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. So when they come for a raise, we need a raise because we have to render.
Oh, I got to render. I got to render this. Okay. So anyway, so the series right now is on labels. Is it still that way tonight?
Yeah,
Mark?
tonight's the last one for this. We do a series by month.
Okay.
And so next month we'll be doing a series called Open Doors.
Outdoors.
Not outdoors.
Because
I'm
of the
not doing
weather.
outdoors.
March, you're ready to go.
Maybe I should have done outdoors,
Right.
as nice as the weather is. But in March we'll do Open Doors, which is about finding opportunities, looking at, being aware of opportunities. You know, there's opportunities for all kinds of things around us all the time.
Oh.
And I've watched you during the recession, Jimmy, and you never got into that mindset that said it's a problem. You always looked at it as an opportunity.
I was gearing up for the next one.
You were, and
I
you
learned
have
so
been
much from
Yeah.
the last recession
Yeah.
that I don't want one. But
Correct, yeah.
But I'm way more ready than I was last time.
But see, what happens is in those time periods, it's like life and other things, is all the talk, all the news gets people focused and actually blinds them to the opportunities right around them.
Correct.
And that's doing good, because our big thing as a church is just do good. And there's opportunities to do good to people all the time. And people say, well, what happens if they don't do good back? Don't worry about it.
Correct.
Just do good. There's opportunities everywhere. They don't have to be big things, but the same way with work, family. You know, we get focused on the negative. When people are dating before they get married, they come in for premarital counseling. They list all the wonderful things about the person they're marrying.
Okay.
Then they get married, and if they're having trouble, they come in. What do you think they do? They list
everything
all
that's
the
wrong.
bad things.
Right.
What has changed? Nothing but focus. And so what we're trying to encourage people to do is, you know, God has made the world in a way that there's all kinds of wonderful opportunities. Yes, there's problems. But if you focus on the opportunities and not the problems, life is just more enjoyable. You know, everybody's got problems. Everybody's got challenges. But some people don't let challenges have them.
Here's the fact. If you have problems, you absolutely have opportunities.
That's right.
Because the only one that determines the next step is you.
That's right.
In other words, you know, so I feel that things can either be a stumbling block or a stepping stone, but the only person that determines that is you.
And we're, you know, a big term today that's used is the word vision. You have to have vision for your life, vision for your company, vision. Well, where does vision come from? Vision, which is a dream of, you know, accomplishing something,
right,
often comes from solving a problem.
That's right.
You find a problem, it's an opportunity to have a vision.
Right.
You know, now I'm not saying being overly optimistic and deny reality and things like that. No, you have to deal with, there's some things that are just negative.
Correct.
But when you begin to live a little different where you're looking for opportunities, life is just more fun.
I agree. I agree. So let's just talk about Eagle's Nest. Eagle's Nest is in Milton.
It's in Milton. Yeah, been there a long time.
What's that road? Zion Church.
We're on
Road?
Zion Church Road, which is off of Route 16, and then we're right on the highway.
Right, but
you
no
can see us.
highway
You
entrance.
can't get in from the highway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you got a big 4-wheel drive.
Correct. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can get in if you want to go through the soybean field that's in front of us.
Yeah. Not do that. It doesn't make the neighbors happy.
It does not. It does not.
All right. Saturday night services.
6:30 at Saturday night, and we have a 9:30 service on Sunday morning.
All right. Very kid-friendly,
Everybody's
youth-oriented.
Yes.
Very safe and secure environment. But what is it?
And adult-oriented as well. You know, of course, some people
don't
think
drop your kids off.
Yeah, don't drop them off.
It's
You
a
have to
total
stay
package.
there.
We
Yeah.
want the whole family.
Yeah.
But we are a church that very much caters and, you know, goes out of our way to want to make the kids have a good time, not just go to Sunday school
Sure.
or go into a class,
Yeah.
you know. And then our messages, I would call your messages very timely, very relevant to what's kind of going on now, and how to walk out the door and apply some goodness or kindness to the next person.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is, take the Bible and apply it to today.
Right.
Try to understand it the way it was written, intended to be understood. But then that's only half of it. It's how do you apply it on Monday?
Right.
You know, and we need help doing that.
All the time.
All the time. You know, how do we live our lives in a way that pleases God? You know, I used to say, and I've corrected this, I used to say God's not worried about you being happy, He's worried about you being holy. But I've corrected that. What I have found is when we live holy, which just means live the way God wants, not perfect, you end up being happy. So in a sense, He does want you to be happy.
Right.
And that's what we try to teach people by, you know, applying the Bible to every day, like work, raising your family,
Even a
friendship,
bad situation, how to handle
problems,
a problem with something that's not going smooth.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
All right, what's the website? eaglesnest.ch. Facebook and Twitter, I believe it's Eagles Nest CH on both of them. We had Amy on earlier.
I heard that on the way here. Yeah,
I could see her.
I heard part of her. She was having trouble in and out.
Yep. But
was she running?
No, she
was
ran
done
already. No, she's done. Running again tomorrow, though.
Now, Amy is our children's coordinator, and she does a phenomenal job. The kids love Amy. They really do.
She's just a ball of energy.
She is.
In other words, those kids feed on her, and she feeds on them. I mean, but anyway, so she is down at Disney, and she's running. I can't believe
13 miles tomorrow, 6-point-something today. I was tired listening to her.
Yeah. You probably know this, but she, for over 400 days now, has ran a mile or more every single day.
That's incredible. She said she even runs when she's sick.
Yeah, she's quite an inspiration, overall.
It really is amazing.
So you got a good team around you down there at Eagles
We got
Nest.
some good folks.
Good people all the way around.
Yep.
So if you are watching or listening and you are looking for a family-friendly church, everybody's welcome. Come one, come all.
Yeah.
Tonight, 6:30.
We even let Jimmy
morning.
come.
Yeah, they even put up with me. In other words,
and you sit in the front pew.
Yeah. Just in case.
Don't you listen to the clipboard, kind of like checking out the message? Yeah.
Now, I have to be honest with you. I got to tell you a quick little story. Last week, you talked about labels. So you gave out these labels, and you told people to write things they were dealing with or struggling with, or a label they felt had been placed on them, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm writing down entrepreneur, friendly, outward, exuberant, all these different, and Denise is like, no, insecure, low self-esteem. I'm like, no, he wants to know all the good things were. And it was like, there's two different people sitting on the same pew, me and her, and we got two totally different views
of what I was saying.
What the label is.
Or even what I was saying.
Right.
Think about it, because you're an individual.
Yeah.
Some of that's because of the way we look at ourselves. Some people have addressed the issues in their lives and have worked beyond them. Like if you take a personality test,
right,
you will score different levels, but consistently based on how you see yourself. Some people see themselves a little bit more negatively. Some see themselves more positively. Neither one's right or wrong, but what you want to address is, who are you? That's what we're trying to address. Who are you? Are you comfortable who you are? Are you choosing to do things or being driven by things? There's a lot of people being driven by things. And so what you're just saying is that you're not being driven by other, and you're not. You're going to make decisions and own your life. And so that's why
I choose to be driven.
You choose. Yeah, you live intentionally instead of reactively, kind of thing.
Maybe I'm too busy, but it was a great service.
Well,
it really.
I was amazed at the number of people really are struggling with some of these things.
Right,
and we're encouraged.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too. I was really surprised at that. In other words, so time is up.
Speaking of labels, there's a time up with labels coming from Brooks.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
You better be careful putting him on TV because he's going to get discovered, and you're going to lose him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Anything else though?
Just if you're looking for a church, if you just want a community, Eagles Nest will welcome you, and check us out on our website,
eaglesnest.ch.
Eaglesnest.ch.
What are you doing today?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know I'm going to enjoy something outside. We're going to do something outside.
So you're doing something with Patty today?
Something with Patty today.
Okay.
Yeah, right, outside.
Well, you can go to the Wycomico Civic Center.
We could.
And take a walk through there and see if you need any home improvement ideas.
Yesterday we went out to my grandsons, and we pulled him in a wagon up and down the road. It was gorgeous, and he was just loving it. He's going to be a 1-year-old this week, and it was just a beautiful day.
Isn't it great being a grandparent?
Oh, I absolutely love it.
Wow, it's wonderful.
Because you can love on them, you hug them, kiss them, give them ice cream, and then you get to go home. Right. And the kids are wound up when you leave.
Yeah, they're all wound up. Yeah, and then you get to go home.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay? All right. All right. That's Pastor Bob Weed, everybody. Tonight at 6:30. You could visit Eagles Nest, or tomorrow at 9:30. I'll be there then if you want to look me up if you're coming then. All right, you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Brooks, I think the store might be open. I don't know. I see a lot of people outside walking around anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, can I talk about Wilson's Auction real quick?
Yep.
All right, every Saturday morning right there on Route 113 in Lincoln, Wilson's Auction starting at 10 o'clock has a huge sale. Inside, outside, there's stuff all over the place. So if you want to buy a bargain, check out Wilson's Auction. It goes well into the afternoon and well into the evening, okay? March 18th, though, they have a big one coming up at the Delaware State Fairgrounds up in Harrington. Delaware State Fair. It's their Mid-Atlantic Spring Equipment Auction, and it is huge. So you want to mark that down. That is going to be coming up. I don't remember the exact date. I'm going to look right here on my iPad because it is in March, and it is big. And on Tuesday nights, they have, what's it called, an auto auction at 6 o'clock. I've met many people that got rid of a vehicle there or bought a vehicle there. The Mid-Atlantic Equipment Auction is March 18th. That's a Saturday. So that Saturday they will be at Harrington, Delaware State Fairgrounds, and they'll also be at their auction in Lincoln. So they'll be at both places. Good morning there, young man. We've got our next guest coming in, and he's brought props with him. So anyway, it's going to be good. So, Wilson's Auction, Route 113 in Lincoln, been in business over 40 years. Great place to sell something or buy something. Their phone number is 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com if you want to see what's going on. All the different auctions are listed there. Saturdays, Tuesday nights, off-site auctions, it's all right there, wilsonsauction.com. All right, Brooks, what is on your mind? Anything at all?
Well, I did want to mention our Facebook pages again.
Oh, please do, because I think some people have liked it since the show started.
Yeah, yes, I've got
They
some
still can
notifications.
share this show, right? Everybody
Absolutely.
watching on Facebook Live, please share the show if you would, okay?
But
All right,
our Facebook pages, Weller Does Delmarva, Weller's Utility Trailers.
Good,
You
nice
have
and easy.
Jim
Make it
Weller,
nervous.
which is a friend's page.
Yep.
Jim Weller from Delaware. Weller's Sheds and Carports. Delaware Low-Digit Surf Tags. Live with Walls and Wellers. I'm saying Live with Walls and Weller.
Either one of us. It's fine.
And
That's
Delaware
Wednesday night.
Storage Sheds, Garages, and Carports.
That's a lot of Facebook pages.
It is.
All right. So anyway, if you're a Facebooker, please like all of those if you would. If you're watching this show on Facebook Live, please share it. And if you would, tell your friends about this show. We do it every Saturday morning, and if you ever want to be on this show or our Wednesday night show, let me know. We'll tell you all the details. There's different details, but there is opportunities. So that's that. Brian Shoup's going to be on in a little bit. He has arrived, and we're going to talk about some things going on in Milford and what's it like to be a mayor and all kinds of stuff. So he's the mayor of Milford. Then at 9:30, we have a gentleman named Jim Brown who's going to be on, who's going to talk to us about encouragement. And everybody can use a word of encouragement. And Jim Brown is quite an encourager. So I want you to stay tuned. We're having a lot of fun with you. The show is called Weller Does Delmarva. If you're listening on the radio and you got to go and you don't have time to listen or watch the whole show, you can always watch it again at my Facebook page. It's there under Jim Weller, and it's also stored at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. All of our shows are there if you ever want to go back and see them or share them or anything like that. So I wanted to talk about a couple other things before we take a break from the radio. I do want to thank Fran. Is Fran there today, I believe? So thank you, Fran, for all you do back at the station. Brooks had mentioned a couple things that were in some of our ads, so I want to steer you to our ads, which is at our Facebook page. No, they're not there. It's at our website, which is Wellers.com. I've got too much on my mind here. Wellers.com. You go to that page, and then you click on it, and it will say current ads. And you look at the ads. There's one right now that says, what's hot at Wellers? We have some Works products. We're taking a break from the radio, folks, so we'll be right back with more Weller Does Delmarva on the radio in a minute, but we're going to continue right on here on My Cozy TV and Facebook Live and WellerDoesDelmarva.com. So I am ready to take a quick commercial break. Watch this commercial, and then me and Colin are going to talk to you about something else. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, this is Terry Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware. Been in the trailer business since June, enjoy it very much. Taking on the responsibilities of making sure that we exceed in what we do. We do a lot of training with our employees and everything, and just making your customer experience better here. Also, we have great deals here. We would like for you to come by and stop in and see some of our staff that's here that's very knowledgeable. We sell sheds, we sell trailers, we sell carports, we sell a little bit of everything. Some of the employees that we have here, just to give you some names, so one's not singled out, so we want everybody to have sales here. We have Brooks Ritter, we have Brandon Ritter, we have Jason Troyer, we have Earl Jackson, you have me. So please just stop in and see us and get a deal that you can't refuse. Check us out on the web at www.wellers.com, or also come see us here in Bridgeville, Delaware. And don't forget, our phone number is 302-337-8228.
Know him from the automotive industry. Not having him, so it's made a big difference here. So got a great team. So we are going to switch gears, and we are going to talk to Colin Walls for just a minute. Walls Service Center. What's on your mind now?
Are we talking transmissions? We're shifting gears?
Yeah, let's shift gears to transmissions. Why service a transmission?
Yeah.
Who cares what difference does it make? I never see the thing.
Yeah, we do. We actually do work on transmissions.
Okay.
We can do services on them. We can also replace them, too.
Okay.
But we also do engine swaps. We just put an engine in a Ford Ranger the other day. So
Somebody
week.
has a car, the engine goes bad, you can get, I don't know what the word is, but are they called a crate engine, or they come with a warranty, don't they?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can put a brand new engine in.
Well, we can go. Usually, you're not going to get a brand new. It's going to be a rebuilt most of the time.
Still with a warranty is what.
Yeah, we can actually even do a used engine, salvage yard. That's one of the very few things that we'll put a used product in.
Okay.
Because they're usually pretty good.
Okay.
Right. Entire assembly.
But if you got a car that you're kind of attached to, and the body's in great shape, and the motor just lets you down, don't give up.
Or if the body's not in great shape, if you want to do it, that's fine.
Right. So anyway,
it's your car.
Right, it's your car. That's right. So.
And that's kind of the way we look at it. That's their philosophy. I've heard of other places that actually will get mad at customers if they don't do certain things to their car, and it.
And they don't have a nickel invested in their
exactly,
car.
And our philosophy is it's your car. You treat it the way you want, but we're going to tell you the right way to do it.
Right.
But you do whatever you want because it's your car.
Right. And you're happy with them either way.
Exactly. Right. So, Wall Service Center, we're at 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford. Best way to get up with us is to give us a call.
Okay.
422-8110. Also, you can go to wallservicecenter.com on the web. But I like when people stop in and just say, hey, I saw you on TV, I heard you on the radio, saw you on Facebook. Carrier pigeon, whatever, they dropped the line.
Okay.
However,
you made the
we
news.
like to know where you heard about us and how you got there.
All right, so let Colin know. If you're watching this show, just give a call. Yeah, give a call right now. How about that?
Yeah, well, give a call and tell Tracy that,
422.
hey, Colin told me to call you just to make sure you're awake.
Right.
I know she's there. I've actually been texting with her
or
already.
would you like some donuts? And what ones do you want? And then go get them for her.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so Wall Service Center, 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford, and stop in and check out beautiful downtown Milford while you're there. Walk around, check out the Riverwalk, check out our downtown shops and our great restaurants.
All right. Thank you very much, Colin. All right, Brooks, I need to know where we at. I wanted to talk about these Works products real quick. If you go to Wellers.com, click on where it says current ads. There are some Works products. There's one that's a 3-piece kit. I think we've only got a couple of these left. We're just kind of liquidating our Works products. These are brand new in the box. It's an 18-volt lithium-ion cordless combo kit. It comes with a blower, a string trimmer, hedge trimmer, and a battery and a charger. Okay, you get all of that for one money, all three things, and the battery and the charger. Normally, it looks like on Amazon, I'm seeing them for $193 at Wellers, brand new in the box. $147. That's $40-some even below Amazon's price. So we always like to make sure we're competitive. We are a small business, but we don't like to be undersold, so we like to be the one underselling somebody else. Works products at Wellers, we need to move them. $147 for the combo kit there. Styrofoam blocks, still giving them things away, is that right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
Come and get them.
If you need some, I'll tell you what a lot of people buy them for, and I know this sounds crazy. We have a lot of campgrounds. They come in, they were buying them, now we're giving them away, but they'll use them for kids to sit on for movie night, or they'll build a great big wall and let kids run through it and stack them up and stuff like that. So if you want an activity for your kids, or you need styrofoam cubes for target practice, or for whatever reason you need them, you can have them, okay? And they are available here. If you want 1 or 100, you can have them absolutely free. Also, Brooks, I want to ask you about cargo carriers. I see that we have one in an ad. This goes in a receiver hitch that people ride up on with a little, electric type cart. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Right, but we have them in metal, and we have them also in aluminum. Is that right?
That's correct.
And we do sell and install the hitches, whether it's a car or a truck. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
All right, so if you need a hitch, if it's time, you're going to pull your boat, or you need one of these little carts, what do they call it? A cargo carrier with a ramp.
That's correct.
All right, so we have those in stock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have the cargo carriers with a ramp in stock if you happen to need one. We also have hitches. If we don't have it, we can get it in a day or two. And we install them. So if you need one for your bike rack or whatever. So you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. You're watching Weller Does Delmarva. And we are having a good time. It's a beautiful day out. And we've covered a lot of things. And I was talking about hitches because so many people are getting ready to take and get a boat or a camper or, a bike rack or a cargo carrier or whatever. And you need a hitch. Whether you need one for the front or the rear of your vehicle, we sell and install hitches. Okay?
Yes, we do.
Want to mention one of our good supporters of the show. It's our friend Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. I just talked to somebody who is having their entire driveway done in pavers. They have dealt with Jerry on numerous projects, and this is a big one. And they're just beyond excited. They love the way he comes out and walks you through the process, gives you input, gives you advice. His prices are great. His service is priceless. He's a good businessman. It's called Jerry's Lawn Care. So if you're thinking about somebody to do your lawn, or if you need anything done to your lawn, Jerry's Lawn Care can help you out. If you need a sprinkler system installed, or you have one that you need to get up and running, he can help you with that. He also sells firewood delivered, or you can pick it up. He also clears lots and trims trees and cuts them down, or trims them up, or digs up stumps, or grinds them up. He does it all. So if you need any of the above done, or you need anything done, you give Jerry a call. His name is Jerry Santoro. His phone number is 363-6025. That's 302-363-6025. Jerry's Lawn Care, JLC-LLC.com. So my next guest is coming and having a seat. His name is Brian Shoup, and he is currently an entrepreneur in Milford, businessman, along with his wife, and he is also the mayor of Milford. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm doing real good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Now, you've brought a guest with you.
Yes, I have. This is
All
my
right.
daughter, Evelyn. She's 6 months old.
Wow.
Mom's in bed with the flu.
What?
That's been going around, so she's coming with me today.
Well, good. How's she holding up so far?
She's doing well. I think she likes
Well,
all
good.
the excitement in here.
Well, that's nice. All right. Well, we have Brian and Evelyn here today, and he's the mayor of Milford. Now, he's going to talk to us a little bit between now and 9, but as long as Evelyn's up for it, we're going to let you hang out with us till 9:30,
Wonderful.
and we're going to talk to you some more. So, are you up for a phone call or no phone calls? That one's on you.
Yeah, we can take a phone call.
All right.
It's
So,
fine.
if you have a question for the mayor of Milford, he's here. But I want to talk to you just a little bit about what's it like. I guess first of all, are you the youngest mayor Milford's ever had?
Yes, youngest mayor.
I don't want to
Milford's-
reveal your age,
Yeah.
but you just look very youthful to me.
I am the youngest mayor Milford has ever had. I am also currently the youngest mayor in Delaware as well.
Oh, really? Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
I got to watch you through the campaign. I thought you run a very nice, professional, and clean campaign. And now you're the mayor of Milford, and got a little baby, and you own some businesses,
Yeah.
and you're just quite a mover and a shaker.
We are, and it's been a busy year for sure. My wife and I own two businesses. One is Milford Live. It's an online newspaper in the
Yep.
city of Milford.
Now, how long have you been doing that?
Since 2010. So this is our
wow,
7th year
7
doing
years.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
It's been very successful. We have over 20,000 individuals who tune in every week to take part in it. We also own Fur Baby Boutique, which is a dog boutique, doggy daycare, and hotel overnight for
I went
dogs
by
as well.
it yesterday. I'm like, that is one nice looking store.
Well, thank you. It
I went
took
to
a lot of
Arenas
work to
for
get
lunch.
it there,
It's
so
right
thank
next
you.
to Arenas, but it was very well laid out, very well lit. I got the big windows. It was really nice, and the animals. I was telling my granddaughter she could get a job there petting cats.
Yeah.
I had her going there for a while. In other words, and I said, now you got to pet them till they purr. So
Well,
anyway,
we have
but-
a lot of people that come in and say, "I'd like a job where I can play with the dogs." And said, "Okay, well,
Really?
you understand that most of the job is picking up after them."
Right.
So,
right. Wow. Hi. Hi.
no, but it's been a wonderful year. Evelyn came around 6 months ago.
Okay.
And
How's she been?
She's been wonderful. She comes to work with us every day.
Oh.
She definitely is an attitude of just go out there and do whatever mom and dad is doing. So she's been to Richmond with us, Washington D.C. She's been to Hershey Park. So she's traveling with us every day.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is, and we're fortunate to have our own business, so we can take her with her every day
Right.
and spend time with her.
So let's go through the business, if we could. In other words, so first of all, let's talk about the one next to Arenas. What's because there's two names, or is there only one name?
It's Fur Baby Boutique,
Right.
but we also have a daycare and a overnight facility as well.
Okay,
It's
so
all
the
the same.
daycare. You do not mean a daycare for children.
No, it's a daycare for dogs. We have
Okay.
20 to 25 dogs a day that stay with us, and they're placed in different groups based on size and temperament. They're with us from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For 12
wow.
hours a day while their parents either at work or some of them are retirees that just want their dogs to be socialized. So it's to socialize your dog, make sure that they're getting enough energy during the day as well, especially for people that are at work. And then at 7 p.m. we also have hotel guests that'll stay with us as well.
Really? Wow. So if you just need a place, if you've got a doctor's appointment or something like that, and you just want to take your animal and let it socialize, because do they have to take the animal every day, or can they do it on a
We have-
hit and miss basis, or is it the word drop in, or how
Well,
does-
you need to give
Take
us some
reservations.
advance,
Okay.
but we have individuals that come every single day. We have individuals that come once a month. What we do is we do a temperament test with your dog to make sure
Okay.
that they're ready for play. They also have to be up on their vaccinations and also have to be spayed or neutered as well.
Okay.
We don't want any
good
little
breath.
surprises.
And good breath.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you walk them, or do they just kind of all...
Yep,
Really?
they're walked as well. We're right next to the Mississippi River, so they get to see the river as well.
You're in a really nice position
is.
there. It's like Wall Service Center's right next door to you there, and so on. But you've got the park.
Yep, we have Bicentennial Park right next to us. We host a lot of events there. We have a Easter egg hunt for the dogs. We have
really?
a Halloween costume party for the dogs as well. My wife she loves doing all that. She loves the events, I think, most of all. So we do a lot of events. We also do health events as well for dental health, for food health for animals as well. We'll bring in experts, doctors, veterinarians to talk about those
that's
issues.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a real animal-friendly animal community. It's like a
yes.
community center for animals.
Yes, you're right.
It's like the community center for animals. All right. So then, what else do you do there? Then you have, I would label it as all kinds of pet supplies.
We do. We have anything from food. We carry 3 brands of food that are very
Okay.
high end. They're all human grade. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
if you wanted to, not that you would, you could eat them.
But the whole purpose of human grade is that they're not made from like scraps and throwaway stuff.
Correct.
It's a
Correct.
quality food. In other words, it never really means if you're stranded and it's just you and your animal, you could eat their
Sure.
food. It means that it's a better grade of food overall.
It is, and a lot of problems that we see with dogs coming in, either with their teeth or their breath or their coat, stems from the food that they're eating. It's just like humans. If we eat fast food every day, we're going to see complications.
Garbage
as well.
in,
yeah, garbage out. That's
usually.
right.
I agree. But dog collars, just dog.
We have dog
bowls.
collars, dog bowls. Trying to
think like
dog
little
toys
vests
as
or
well.
something that-
Yep, we have vests for them. We have spa products as well. So
Okay.
between cleanings, we have a spa.
Oh,
where
do you trim them too? Or
yes,
just
we
clean?
do. Mhm.
Okay, so a dog can get cleaned up there.
Yes,
Like a spring
it's
cleaning, or?
well, it's we do full grooms,
Oh, okay,
but
so-
in between full grooms, you want to keep their coat nice, and if you want to brush their teeth, there's
How do
there's
you brush a dog's teeth?
well, you got to work with them from a young age. So as
Okay.
they're a puppy, you play with their teeth, you play with their ears, you play with their paws, and they just perceive that as normal. It's hard to do it if you don't do that as a puppy. It's a little bit harder to get in there,
Especially a total stranger.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Here, I'm bringing you.
Yeah, but we have a lot of individuals who bring their dogs with us as
On
puppies.
regularly. Okay.
So we get to see the puppies grow up. It's great for daycare and for grooming because we get to play with their ears and eyes and mouth and nose,
Okay.
and they're very used to us.
But that's probably good too, because that way, if a kid ever comes up and touches them or grabs them, it makes
Exactly.
the dog's mannerism much better.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Wow. What else do you do there? It sounds like a full service facility.
Well, it is. We, as I said before, do grooming. We do overnight. We do hotel. We do boutique. We also have discount vaccination days twice a month. The second and fourth Wednesday, as you know, going to a vet can be very expensive.
Yeah.
So we have a vet that comes to us and does discount vaccinations, also does microchipping, and we sell dog licenses for the state of Delaware there as well.
Oh, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have a lot of people that come in for their dog license.
Yeah.
As many of you know, they've been required by the state of Delaware, and there's only a certain amount of places who sell them. So
Right, I didn't even know you did.
There's one
That's
in
good to
Dover,
know.
there's one in Milford, and I believe there's one in Rehoboth as well.
Wow. Isn't that something? You doing okay? Hi. Hi.
Yeah, she's enjoying herself.
Well, good. She's very well behaved. So, all right. Then the online newspaper. I've seen you out interviewing people, taking pictures. It seems like you have a whole team of people there helping you with all that.
We do, and we've built it up since 2010. In 2010, Dave Burris and myself started the company.
Okay.
I've since bought him out. The first year, I probably wrote about 95% of the articles.
Okay.
Now I'm down to about 5%. We have quite a few writers and photographers that go out. Today, an unfortunate situation at the Milford Hospital, we do have reporters there reporting on the incident. There was a fire there on one of the wings. I just got a text from one of them that said that they talked with Carlisle Fire Company and they have the situation under control.
Good.
No reported injuries, so we'll be reporting on that all day as well.
Right.
So that's as you know, that's a 24-hour. That's a 24-hour job. There's always
Absolutely.
something going on. Luckily, we have a really good crew there. We have a lot of great reporters, a lot of great photographers that take a little bit of the pressure off me, and I get to focus on the business a little bit more.
You're only one man.
Well, yeah.
You can only do so much.
You're right.
Now tell me this. Your online newspaper. People can just subscribe to have it emailed right to them, right?
Correct. We have a weekly
It's
that
free.
goes there every Tuesday. It's free. You just
Okay.
go to milfordlive.com and click on subscribe to review.
Okay.
It looks like a newspaper,
Yeah,
but it
very
pops
well
up
laid
10
out.
o'clock on Tuesday every morning. It's very easy. It's very simple to read, and we pack as much Sussex and King County news in there as possible.
I think you do a great job.
Well,
I
thank
really
you.
do.
I
It's
appreciate
an easy
that.
read. In other words, because I can read it at my convenience, and my hands are clean when I'm done.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no ink on them. So, very good. Now, do you think you're going to be able to hang around a little bit longer?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can be
All
here.
right. Well, we're going to switch gears here for a few
All
minutes.
right, that sounds
so,
good.
if you have questions for Brian, he'll be back after 9 o'clock. And that was Brian along with his little daughter, Evelyn. He's going to watch her grow up, and someday he's going to walk her down the aisle and say, honey, you've broke my heart today. No, it's going to be great. So anyway, if you have questions for Brian, he's the mayor of Milford. We'll talk more mayor stuff after 9 o'clock, okay? Brooks, you holding up all right over there?
Yeah, I got a great picture of you with him.
Really?
You kind of had your hands out like this, and so I captioned it, Jim wants to know how to be mayor.
All right. Mayor of Lincoln.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Can I talk about first class heating and air real quick?
Sure.
I've lost my phone. By golly, did you take my phone, Brooks? Oh, here it is. I got it right here. I thought you snuck over here and took my phone. All right. First class heating and air. It's the time of year you don't know whether to turn on your heater or your air conditioner. It's a crazy season, but it's the perfect time to have your system serviced. Colin was on earlier with Walls Service Center talking about the value of checking your air filter on your car, and it made me think everybody's got a filter on their heating and air conditioning system. And it's just a darn good idea to make sure you check your filter, make sure everything's up to snuff, and that's what I like about first class heating and air. You give them a call, they answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're going to get a human being, okay? And they'll do a good job. If you need something serviced, if you want a maintenance agreement, that's what I have, where they just come out on a regular basis twice a year, make sure everything's good. I don't have to worry about it, whether I'm flipping on the heater or the air conditioner. I don't have to say, oh, man, I remember last year the air conditioner just didn't work. Everything is always as it should be when you have a maintenance agreement. Now, they also do plumbing, too. I don't mention that a lot, but they do. So if you need any plumbing work or remodeling that it requires plumbing, they're up for that. They have home performance that they do. If your house isn't breathing right, or if you want this blower test done or anything, they offer many different services. So they have a really good website, and it's spelled right out. It's firstclasshvac.com. Been serving Delaware and Maryland for over 40 years now. Okay, I'm going to give you their phone number. It's 934-8900, 934-8900, and they're just a great group of people. I have enjoyed dealing with them. I deal with them at my business, at my home, on some of my rental properties, and they do provide first-class service. Okay, so it's first-class heating and air, and like I say, home performance, plumbing, heating, air conditioning, they will help you out. Serving Delmarva over 40 years, Delaware and Maryland. 934-8900, firstclasshvac.com, locally owned, locally operated, 24/7 emergency service. They'll take good care of you, and there is financing available. If you have a big project that you want to get done and you want to spread it out, they have financing programs available. Now, Brooks, the store is probably open by now, correct?
They are. I got a text message. They are open.
They are open. Okay, so Terry's over there, Jason, and Earl. Brandon will be back Monday, I believe.
That's correct.
You're going to be in sales later on today, about 10:15-ish.
Yep.
So if anybody can wait till then, Brooks would love to wait on you. But we appreciate you watching this show. It's a weekly show. We're live on Delaware 105.9. We're right here on My Cozy TV. We're on Facebook Live. And we really do appreciate our audience. We have a very good audience, very interactive. And we thank you for watching the show. Last week we played a little game, What's in the Trailer? That was a lot of fun. We'll probably, I don't know if we'll do that next week or not. Brooks won't be here. I can't do much exciting stuff without him. But anyway, we might. But next week I do have Senator Ernie Lopez going to be on a little bit with me next week, along with Barry from Dry Zone. And I have some other guests. Can you name any of them?
Bob Bennett.
Oh, Bob Bennett. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. In other words, he really does a good job, and that's a great organization, and he is going to be on. And was there somebody else? I can't remember.
Jeff Corman.
Oh, my gosh, Jeff Corman. Yes, he does aerial spraying.
Yes.
In other words, crop dusting. I don't know if that's what that's called. He has helicopters and planes and a little bit of everything, so he's going to be on with us, too. So we got an action-packed show. Now, you'll be going next week, right?
Yep. Yes, I will.
All right, so Brandon will be with us. Then we go into March 11th, which is the next one. It's unbelievable that we're talking about March already.
Yeah.
So next Saturday's March 4th. We just went over that show. March 11th, we're going to be live on location in Ocean City, Maryland. So I'm going to have quite a bunch of people going to be on the show that week. So anyway, if you want to stop by and say hi, you can. I'll be at, is it 45th Street? 45th Street, Bayside. Bayside. You can stop by and say hi. I don't know how busy I will or won't be, but I'll be flying solo because Brooks will be on vacation. Kevin Short will be working the board for me, but he'll be in the Catch It Live studio, the mobile studio, because Colin and his team with Catch It Live are going to be broadcasting, doing all the camera work and production work for WRDE. They are going to be broadcasting live the St. Patrick's Day Parade with live drone footage. It's going to be well worth your time watching it. It's going to be neat. That's on WRDE March 11th. Okay? So I'm just glad to be sitting there watching all this happen. I was there last year. Colin and his group did a real good job. So, with that said, I just want to say that thank you for watching Weller Does Delmarva. I do like ideas, comments, suggestions. If you have an interest in being involved, let me know. We also have another show live with Walls and Weller. Colin and I will talk about that in a few minutes and tell you some opportunities there, too. So anyway, thank you for watching. The store is open. The website for Wellers is Wellers. And so many people think it's Wheelers. It's Wellers, WELLERS.com, Wellers.com, okay? Wellers Utility Trailers, if you've never been there, is located right on Route 13 in Bridgeville. We're right here on the highway, and if you were here, you would say, my gosh, I have never in my life seen that many trailers, because I can honestly say that today. I have never seen this many trailers because we have never owned the amount of trailers that we own right now. Almost every square inch of this property is covered with product. And
Yes.
there's quite a few acres here,
Yes.
okay? So anyway, if you're looking for a trailer, we're your place. We got new, we got used. We understand big box stores sell them. There's other people that sell trailers, and they're all good. I love my competitors. They're all good competitors. But there's only one of us. There's only one Brooks and Brandon. There's only one Earl and Jason, and there's only one Terry, and there's only one Jim Weller, and there's only one Wellers. So if you like us, would like the service we deliver, we try to be competitive. We're not always looking to be the cheapest, but we're looking to be in the hunt. And we offer financing. We trade things in. We're easy to deal with. We have a nice selection. But more importantly, we walk you through the process. Brooks, I believe you meet people all the time. You tell me these stories of where they looked at a trailer here and looked at a trailer there, and it wasn't even the right trailer for them, that you almost had to almost re-educate them on what they needed. One of the big misconceptions is people want to buy an enclosed car trailer, and their car weighs 4,000 pounds. So they think they can buy a 24-foot enclosed trailer and put a 4,000-pound car in it with the trailer having a 7,000-pound GVW rating. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Big misconception all the time, right?
Yep. It's
Well,
a
you
car
can't do
hauler.
it.
Why can't it haul my car?
Right, the car will fit in it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. The car's 17 foot long. The trailer's 20 or 24 foot. The car will fit in it. Why won't it haul it? And here's why, folks, and this is why Wellers tries to ask you enough questions to make sure we sell you the right trailer. You take a 24-foot enclosed trailer, and it has 2 axles, and it has what's called a 7,000-pound GVWR rating, right? Gross vehicle weight rating. That means the amount of weight those 2 axles will hold is 7,000 pounds. Am I right, Brooks?
That's correct.
Because I'm not in sales as much as you are. If I get it wrong, you tell me, all right?
I gotcha.
But what I'm saying is, so you put a 4,000-pound car in there, that you have to deduct that from the 7,000 pounds, right? So that means that the trailer can't weigh more than 3,000 pounds. Well, guess what?
It weighs about 3,400 pounds.
Correct. So then you have to buy a trailer with heavier axles. And we get people, I mean, I get them. Here's when I get them. I get them when they buy the wrong trailer and the axles bend and the tires rub, and then they're mad. They're saying, Brooks didn't tell me, you know, and that's why we try so hard, folks, to ask you enough questions to make sure you get the right trailer at the right price. But, you know, the wrong trailer is just a bad deal. It's just that simple. We get people buying landscape trailers, and they say, my mower cuts 5 foot of grass. I need a 5-foot trailer. Okay. Did you forget about the little chute that sticks out?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, it's wider than 5 foot. It won't fit on the trailer.
Or even if it was 5 foot, how comfortable are you going to be at pulling in a 60-inch mower in a 60-inch spot?
Right. You're going to have to get up speed.
Yeah.
But that's what we're saying. We're not saying we're geniuses. We're just saying we sell trailers for a living. You go to some places and they got a sprinkling of trailers out in their yard. They sell them as a hobby. In other words, we sell them for a living. It's what we do. We want you to be satisfied. We want to give you a good selection to look at. We want to give you the right price. We offer all kinds of creative financing. We do trade in things, not just trailers. You got a golf cart you want to trade in, or a four-wheeler or something. We trade things in. But we're here for you. We understand there's plenty of places that sell trailers, but there is only one Wellers. And we pride ourselves because the only thing that separates us from anybody else is how we treat you, how we handle the process. We've been in business 43 years. I'm 58. I've been in business since I was 15, 16 years old. There's no question about it. So people that remember me, remember that. So I have people remember me when I was 10 years old working at Maypop. So we're here for you, folks, and we would love the opportunity. If you've never been to Wellers, if you would do no more than stop in and say, good morning, hello, I watched you, I heard you. How you doing? Take a look at the store, browse through the showroom, meet the guys, meet Sharon or Teresa. We got a good team of people here. We got a couple guys in the shop too, and we're here for you. So thank you for listening to the show. I will be back next week on the radio. For those that are watching on TV, I'll be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break with another hour of Weller Does Delmarva. So Fran, thank you. God bless everybody, and we're going to continue right here on TV. So anyway, I'm going to take a commercial break here in just a second, and then we're going to talk to Colin Walls about some other things, and we may tell you about an opportunity for Live with Walls and Weller also. So are we ready to take our next commercial? Here we go. Here's another one. Stay tuned. That one is, oh, here it is. No, it's not. Yes,
all right, sir. Well, we expect to see you on Thursday morning at 9 o'clock. Bring your trailer, and we'll have it ready for you by probably noontime or so. Thank you. That's right, folks. Another customer of Weller's just took advantage of our trailer tune-up special. It's a great opportunity to get your trailer in here before spring and summer, get her tuned up and ready to go. It's a very good deal. A single axle trailer for $67.50 and a tandem axle for $130. What we're going to do is we're going to go over the bearings, repack the bearings, check for any problems with the bearings, spindles. We're going to check your tires, make sure the pressure's right in them, lug nuts are tight, put it all back together and make sure she's right. Check all your lights, we're going to check your jack, make sure everything's working properly, safely on the road for you. It's just the greatest special in the world. We're getting a lot of phone calls right now for people coming in to get this done, so hurry up, get in, make it your opportunity to take care of that trailer before you have problems in the future. Thanks. And give us a call here at Bridgeville, 302-337-8228, or see us on the web at wellers.com.
Hey, thank you very much, Earl. That was Earl Jackson, everybody. He reluctantly, exuberantly, reluctantly did a commercial, and we're very proud of Earl. So if you don't know Earl, come on in and say hi to Earl. We're trying to introduce you to all the different faces here at Weller's. They're not all on the show, but we're a good family-friendly environment, and that was Earl Jackson. He's been with us for a few years now. Good man. So speaking of good men, here is Colin Walls, Walls Service Center. What is on your mind, Colin?
Well, do you still have those pictures, Colin? Do you have both of them?
Oh,
or just,
here we go again.
Just the one.
We're going to show you.
Do you have the engine?
Why it's important to change your oil. Now,
the
there's the air filter.
Okay,
that's a pretty sight. Oh,
yeah, there it is.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that.
Glasses.
Yeah.
That
so the question I get a lot of time is, do I really need to change my oil? And there's your answer.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's gunky.
That is
yunky. That's
nasty.
The inside of an engine, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the result of not maintaining it, not changing the oil regularly. And what happens is it kind of gets up there, it crystallizes. That's the top end of an engine. If anybody that's watching knows what an engine is, you'll know that that is not supposed to look like it. It should be clean up there. It should be oily, but it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't have all the gunk and the sludge up there in the top end of the engine.
Correct. I agree.
So maintaining your car is
critical.
Critical, yep. And you can also take a look. Look at this air filter here. You got that shot, Colin, too?
This is an air filter that you just stumbled across doing a simple oil change.
Oh, right.
That's the gunky. That's the air filter.
There it is.
Look at that thing. That's nasty.
Right. And you know, that's not... yeah, wow, there's a close-up shot of it. It's supposed to be that yellow, kind of like you see there on the edges.
Yep,
yeah, that's the color it's supposed to be. So I don't know the last time it was
You're
changed.
saying all through the middle is supposed to be that
right,
clean.
not the black, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So what we do, when we do a oil change on it, we go through this sheet right here, and there's lots of different things, including air filter is one of the things we check on it. And we check air pressure in the tires. We check the tread depth. Of the tires.
I like all of it. The battery life,
right?
The width of the brake pads. He does it all. He checks it all.
Right. We're going to check all your fluids. Also, we're going to look at your belts. We're going to look at your hoses. Just a good. We're going to look at all the lights.
You
on
top
your
off
car.
the windshield washer fluid. I like that too.
Right. A lot of people don't even notice when they have a little marker light out or a tag light out, and we're going to check all that stuff and make sure it's good. And
Full service facility.
Yep, that's right. So, Wall Service Center, we're in downtown Milford. The best way to give us a call is 422-8110. Also, you can just stop in. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford. And I always say we have some of the best amenities of an auto repair shop in the town of Milford than most places. You can drop your car off, have it worked on. You can walk the Riverwalk. You can check out Fur Baby Boutique.
Yeah.
You can check out all the shops downtown. We've got a great coffee shop down there. We've got good restaurants. You can bring your dog with you if you want and take them to the dog park. We've got a dog park. It has sides for two different size dogs. Is that what it is, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
So you got a large dog and a small dog park. And I would check out Goat Island also.
While
I think
you're
you're
there.
allowed to take your dog for a walk on Goat Island also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just don't let them get after the goats. They get spooked pretty
Correct.
easily.
They do. Or they might get kicked by the goats.
Yeah. So, there's no goats on Goat
no
Island.
goats. There's ghosts. There's goats. There's goat ghosts. Is that right? There's
Right.
goat ghosts on Goat Island.
Right. So,
All right.
Wall Service Center, 422-8110. If you can't remember any of that, just go to wallservicecenter.com. All our information is right there.
All right. I think also you can bring your kayak with you to Wall Service Center and go kayak.
Oh, we've got a kayak launch right across
that
the
little
river
bridge
from us.
right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a nice
It is.
launch there.
It's a catapult.
We've got two
It
kayak launches.
catapults you. No, it's a nice one.
And I just got breaking news that there's going to be a third kayak launch soon. And I have used both of the ones that are currently there.
Yes, you have.
Yep. So it's
We
great.
have video. No, we don't. We don't. All right, Wall Service Center, correct?
Right. Yep, correct.
All right. Now, Brooks, what's our next agenda?
Mr. Shoop's going to be come back and talk to you.
That's right. I do want to mention Live with Walls and Weller
Yes.
every Wednesday night. If you want to be on the show, we have some openings. You can get a hold of Colin or get a hold of me. It's a weekly live Facebook live show that we do, and it's called Live with Walls and Weller. If you want to be on, or just take a minute right now and don't do it right during the show. Do it after 10 o'clock, okay? But anyway, you can check it out and watch some of our shows. We had a lot of fun last Wednesday night.
Right, just search for Live with Walls and Weller on Facebook and go there, like the page. And you want to make sure you click on the notifications to make sure you're going to get the notifications for it. There's a little
Yeah,
box.
because we sometimes do things intermittently.
Spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Unrehearsed.
Right.
When you see the show, you'll see it's very rehearsed.
Yeah,
It's very
right.
polished.
Very
But
prepared.
everything else is unrehearsed.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Colin.
All right, thanks.
Weller's is open?
Yes, they are open.
All right. Now, I am ready to talk to Brian Shoup. I want to now talk mayor business. Is that okay?
Sounds like
mayor
a plan to me.
business. All right. So if you want to call and ask Brian a question or talk to us, you can. How's Evelyn doing?
She's doing fine. She
Good.
seems
I'm
to
gonna
be.
move this.
I think she's enjoying this.
All right.
I think
Can I
she
hold her
likes
for
fun.
you?
No, I'm fine.
All right. Just checking. So anyway. Hello. She's a cutie.
Thank you.
She's very well behaved, well mannered. So let's talk about being the mayor.
Sure.
All right. So first of all, you're a young man, you're busy, you got businesses, you got the newspaper. Why in the world would you wake up one day and say, I'd like to be mayor? Or when did that happen? At 10 years old? Or
I've always been interested in politics. I went to
Okay.
University of Delaware and graduated with a political science degree.
Okay.
Actually worked with, when he was Congressman Castle up in Wilmington and got my feet wet there and worked for the Republican Party for a little bit right after college. When I came back home and started my businesses, I wanted to get more involved, and for me, the natural thing was to get involved with the government, local government. So I was on city council for a year.
Okay.
We had a mayor that many, including myself, loved very much. Ronnie Rogers
did a
was there
great job.
was there for 30 years, and
Yep.
he was looking to.
Was he mayor 30 years?
Yeah, he was the mayor. Well, he mayor for 30 years, and also on council for 10 before that.
Really?
Yes.
What a
Mhm.
public servant.
He
What a great
definitely
legacy.
was.
You
Yeah.
know?
And
Wow.
he
That's
was
some big shoes to fill.
You're right. You're right. So he was looking to, maybe not at that time, but in the next year or two,
Right.
looking to
Transition.
have someone else there, and had a lot of individuals that said that they wanted me to run. So I ran.
Okay.
There was two other opponents. Won 65% of the vote, and I've been there for 30 years now, and it's been a lot of work. Going into being the mayor, I understood that we were going to have a retirement from a lot of the leaders. It was just time for them to retire.
So a
we
lot
had
of new people.
Yeah, we had a city manager retire, chief of police retire that have been there both for 30 plus years. So that was a position that we had to immediately fill. So we got together and the council and I got together and set up the executive team. That was priority number one. Was making sure that executive team was together. We've worked a lot on economic development. Our prize that we always like to talk about is the Bay Health Health Campus that will be coming to Milford. $300 million private investment from them. We've done a lot of work with them to make sure that it's the right property and make sure that they're getting the things that they need by 2019 to open. We have word that Nemours Pediatrics and Senior Care, AI DuPont Children's Hospital, will be moving on the site as well. So we will be releasing some information in the next few weeks about the current Clark Avenue facility, where they are now. There'll be a redevelopment plan for that site as well.
You mean, I would use the words the old hospital.
Yeah, well, it's still being used. So.
Okay, right. Yeah, you're right. Still being used, right. So the current hospital is going to be repurposed to some degree.
Yeah, correct. So we're hoping that we'll be releasing those plans with Bay Health in the next few weeks. They're definitely taking the lead on this. They've been a great community partner over the years, and they're making sure that that's part of their priorities with the new hospital as well.
Wow. Milford, I would, Milford is on the move.
It is, and we're working very hard. We're doing a lot of work behind the scenes for economic development and making sure that the job creators are getting impact fee waivers and looking at ways to incentivize them to create jobs. The first thing that we're focusing on is our existing businesses. So we want to make sure that we take care of the businesses that we have now and say, what do you need to grow? We've been able to help Bay Health, First State Manufacturing, Purdue, working right now with Baltimore Air Coil, and some other businesses that are creating additional shifts or creating other jobs. And it's easier to create more jobs once you have someone there than it is to bring in someone new. So we want to make sure that we're doing that, but also increasing the possibility for new businesses as well.
Wow. Yeah, Milford seems to really be growing, and nice little town to live in. It's in Kent and Sussex County, and that's kind of nice. It's got a nice police department, and it's got a nice, is it called the Cheer Center or the Community Center there?
The Community Senior Center.
Senior Center, yep. In other words, they're very active, and they do a good job. And,
we are split between Kent and Sussex counties. It is the Mississippi River is actually in our downtown area.
Is it right in the center of the river, or is it over to the left or the right?
I believe it's in the center.
Can you see it if you stare hard enough?
I don't think you can see it. But, but that's right in our downtown area. So our downtown that we're revitalizing and creating opportunities in is centered by the Mississippi River, which is why Milford was founded, around the river as a shipbuilding town.
That's right, yeah. Well, that's right behind where Collins Place is.
It is, and that's the area where we're really looking to help with revitalization. There's a lot of great businesses down there, but we know that there's more to be done. We're filling vacant buildings as well. The former M&T Bank, which has been there for 150 years, consolidated a few years ago and moved out to 113. We've been able to attract Touch of Italy, who has restaurants down the beach.
They're steady working on it.
They are, and they're currently building inside. They're preserving everything that they can. They should be open shortly. As many of you know, Lou's Bootery also was purchased.
I see scaffolding being put
up on it. That will be a year process as well to get it back to where it was about 100 years ago. So we're literally going building by building and saying what needs to be done.
Well,
how can we get private investment to help with this?
The skating rink is being totally remodeled.
Correct.
In other words, that's going to be Davis Bowen and Fidel?
Yep, the former skating rink. Unfortunate private situation, but their lease was not renewed. Davis Bowen and Friedel is moving in there. They're doing some great things with the building. They're putting windows in there. They're going to have a brick and stone facade as well. Where they're moving out of is also going to open some opportunities on Walnut Street, which is our main
for
street.
another business to come to town.
To have some retail. The Delaware Music School is going to use part of that. They have a small little place in our downtown area, and this will allow them to expand and do greater things in there, including a performance space.
You know something else you got coming? It's getting ready to have its grand opening, but they're open now, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's a bicycle store.
Life Cycle.
Life Cycle. My wife just went there the other day and got a bike seat and was very impressed with the attention to detail, the knowledge of bikes and bike products and things like that.
Yeah, the owners, Ben and Jen, are great people, and they're going to do very well down there.
Yeah, and I think anytime, there's a big grand opening coming.
Yeah.
for them. They were telling her there's going to be these food trucks out there.
Yeah, it's going to be, I want to say March 4th. It's going to be early March.
Be, yeah.
The other thing that we're really focused on now that we've had some success with the commercial buildings, is making sure that we take care of our residential areas around there.
Okay.
But part of the Downtown Development District allows us to offer 20% state grants for people that want to rehab their homes in the downtown area. We're also working with Milford Housing Development Corporation to have grants for people that may not be able to afford to, fix the deck on their home or fix the roof. We'll be going. We've been going after people for code enforcement for some time. Now we want to, show them there's a place where they can get help as well.
Right. But what you're saying is you just want to have everybody compliant. In other words, it's just good for safety. It's just good for the community. It just makes everything.
It does,
and
you want to have people that are proud of their property, living around the downtown. And when they do that, they're going to be shopping in the downtown. They're going to be going to the restaurants. They're going to be going to the bicycle shops and getting their cars serviced at Walls, where my wife and I do as well.
Yeah, and Milford's just a great place to take a walk. I don't know what you call it. What's the walk around the Mississippi River?
It's the Mississippi River Walk. It's a pedestrian and bicycle path. The neat thing is, 2 years ago we added Goat Island, which is a nature preserve, and also a dog park as well. So really cool things to go and see. The Goat Island has 4 different habitats, including water, wetlands. You can see a lot of small animals in there as well. There's a trail. And it's a really good place to just go around and run. We do have a run every year sponsored by the Boys and Girls Club that goes around Goat Island and goes around the Mississippi River, and is a really neat trail. And I would suggest that anybody.
Run.
Yeah, they do a 5K
around there. Do you run in every
there.
run that's done in Milford?
No, I just
the mayor.
Last summer, I got up to about 3 5Ks a week, so I get up very early. Then she came
you didn't
along.
Run 3 5Ks a week.
Yes, I would do it every
really?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Wow.
It really, for me, was just a stress reliever.
Okay.
Was a lot of information coming in. I would leave my phone at home and just forget it for
run.
about 30 minutes. Then she came along, and then my 5 a.m. routine was a little bit different. So we'll see how this summer goes.
Wow,
Maybe she'll have to come with me.
That's right. Well, Milford is really growing. I keep looking at Milford, thinking to myself, I need to open some kind of business in Milford. Actually, I live out in the country, and I told my wife, I said, I want to move probably to Milford. I want to get closer to the hospital as I get older. In other words, and stuff like that. I just don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere. Plus, I would love to have high-speed internet someday. Yeah. In other words, so
we got
I just
plenty
think
of room
about
for
that.
you.
Yep. So I think about it all the time. But anyway, anything else you want to say or add, or any other comments?
We are doing a lot of work right now on our infrastructure as well.
Okay.
Just like every small city across America, we have aging infrastructure, so we're doing a great job in making sure that we're replacing. We will be doing a valve replacement very soon. We'll be flushing all of our valves, getting all of our sediment out of our water.
Really?
We'll also be doing a smart grid. We're putting all of our water, sewer, and electric online, so we can proactively see the levels of water or the levels of electric, and we can proactively monitor it. Before now, anytime there was something wrong with the water, we knew it because it was shooting out of the street, and that's a little too late. So
dead giveaway.
Yeah. So now everything is going online. We can proactively monitor it and get to it before it happens. Okay. So that's a big push that we've been doing. We're doing a smart metering system as well. The really neat thing is, with this program, we will eventually have it be able to be used by the residents as well. So they'll be able to log on at home, see how much energy they're using, and be able to save energy at certain times of the day. They'll be able to see it go up and down every single minute of the day.
You guys are getting proactive.
Well, we're really trying to. It's we have a new city manager who's been on just over a year, Eric Nornberg. He's done an amazing job, and we've got a lot coming this year as well. For anyone who when I was on the campaign trail, a lot of people were worried about the electric rates. We did an electric rate study, and we'll be coming out with some news soon that we will be lowering electric rates in the city of Milford. It's something that we've been trying to do for a long, long time, but we've got a handle on it, and now we want to be proactive about reducing those rates as well.
Well, believe it or not, I live in Lincoln, and I'm on the city of Milford.
Okay.
Now, one thing I will say, I love the fact that it goes out very, very seldom.
Yes.
And when it's out, it's only out like minutes. I mean, in other words, I don't know how they do so good on that.
It is very good quality electric system. Our crews work for the city of Milford, so as soon as something happens, they're dispatched. One of the good things is not being a huge company that owns multiple municipalities is that we have crews specifically for our community. So
and
when
they
something
know the community.
And they do.
Right.
And they do.
They're familiar with what road is what and so on and so forth. Colin, you want to come over here and say anything about Milford? I don't know if you want to move a chair over or... Oh, I was going to get you on camera. Never mind. That's all right. Sit next to that pickle barrel. Rain barrel.
Might not be able to get me.
All right. Well, I was just thinking because you're a Milford businessman. Yeah. Your family's been in Milford for a long time.
We have, yeah.
So I do have breaking news for both of you. Something I learned yesterday, just so you know. Dairy Queen in Milford's now open.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew that.
Okay, and the Weller's discount card, $1 off a Blizzard.
Nice.
And I got 3 Blizzards yesterday. Not all for myself, but for me and 2 of my grandkids, and I saved $1 each. I'll give you that, Brian. Take that with you.
I'll be there today.
All right, but they're open, so I just wanted to put in a plug for the Milford Dairy Queen while we're at it, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's a summertime staple for everybody.
Yes, well, I was pleasantly surprised. I ate at Arenas and then took my daughter and my grandkids over there to Dairy Queen, and they were open. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I
What's
just
it like to be a businessman in downtown Milford?
Well, I'm going to tell you something I've noticed in downtown Milford. We're starting to get some people. What was that?
Falling off the
We're
wall.
starting to get some people buying. There's some houses that in the downtown area that have been converted to apartments and things like that. I think we've got one that was recently purchased and by a single family, and they're turning it back into a single family home, and they're redoing it, and I think the guy might be a former contractor or something. I don't know him, but this is just what I've heard. And he's doing a good job. You can see the progress slowly happening on it. And I think we just had another one sell, possibly, that is going to be the same thing, kind of converted back.
You're talking about is it on Causey Avenue?
Yeah, the former Draper house.
Yes. And
yes.
So the house is right next to it is sold as well, and they're planning on doing single family.
Nice.
There are a lot of people that are taking advantage of the incentives that we're doing. We are a downtown development district, which means that any rehab within the downtown area can receive up to 20% of hard costs, which is huge for an investor. So we have a lot of people looking. We also will be going proactively home to home and telling people that this is a program that you can take advantage of. We want to make sure people know that money's out there for them.
So if you're an existing homeowner in Milford?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Nice.
So rehab on inside, outside, 20% of that.
And you have to be in the development district,
yep, it's
right?
170 acres that by state law we had to, or by the state we had to choose. So we're hoping that this program becomes so successful, and so far it has, that we can start expanding it throughout the city as well.
And so there's several houses in the downtown district that are for sale right now. Some old, beautiful houses that need some work to be brought back up to, to be modernized.
So this
and brought
helps
back up
with
to standards.
20% of the cost.
Yeah, well, not on purchase, so if you buy a new home,
No, I not that.
but on
But
rehabilitation.
rehab, right.
It can be outside, inside. We had the historic building, the banking house, right behind the bank, which was the first bank in Milford, and it is going to be turned into a bed and breakfast.
Really?
So they'll be using those funds as well. Also, you can take advantage of historic credits as well from the federal government, and Dan Bond, who bought Lou's Bootery, is doing that too. So there's been a lot of movement. It's really just getting out there and showing people what can be done. They see the progress that's being done on the commercial land, and they want to be a part of it. They want to live near it, and they want to invest in it.
Wow. Isn't this exciting? I mean, we're talking about a town that is moving. Things are happening. Brand new hospital.
It's very exciting, and especially me as growing up in the Milford area. I remember going to downtown. There was actually businesses down there. There were shops. I remember a pizza shop down there, and there was just lots of businesses down there, and they were thriving. I mean, it was hard to find a parking spot on Walnut Street, and to see it go through the kind of where there wasn't much going on down there, and now it's starting to come back. It's really exciting, and I'm just happy to be a part of Milford.
Wow. Well, you're a 4th-generation business there at Wall Service Center.
Yeah, my son Colin is working there now, so yeah, we've got 4 generations there.
Well, now that you're here, do you have anything that you want to share with the mayor while we got him here, just in case?
Complaints or compliments or what?
You're pretty happy with downtown Milford, though. You brag on it on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah, I am, and I really want people to come and check out downtown Milford. It's I know people are trying to get the tourists to come into Milford, and I don't think that's our main market. I actually think our main market is getting people from the surrounding communities, from Lincoln, from Ellendale, from Harrington, from Frederica, to check out Milford.
I agree. There's a 25-mile drive time. We've got about close to 100,000 individuals,
right.
And a lot of them don't know about downtown Milford. And when I talk with businesses down there, or I talk with groups like Downtown Milford Incorporated, I say first we need to advertise for the locals, because they need to come down here. They need to experience. They're the ones that are going to be here on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, not just for once a year or once every a couple of weeks.
Right.
I have a great idea.
Let's hear it.
Milford should do a weekly Facebook Live Milford show.
I think that's a great idea.
Fun.
We would like to show you a studio that you could do that from.
Okay.
Okay? And it would be so affordable you just wouldn't believe it.
Right.
For real. I'm dead serious though. I mean, you could do a 30-minute, once a week Facebook Live show just about Milford. You could do it through your website or wherever you want to do it from, in other words. But we would like to show you that sometime.
That'd be great.
Okay? But I think it would be neat. But anyway, I'm excited. Brian, you're a young man. You got a lot of energy. And now you got a daughter, and so now you're even more committed to downtown Milford. I'm sure you've got a lease on that building and a mortgage on that home. So it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And I like seeing this.
It's been very exciting. My wife and I enjoy both being private business owners. We always make a joke that private business owners can make your own time.
And you're allowed to work?
Make your own hours as long as it's 80 hours a week.
Right,
So.
and you don't have to pay yourself overtime.
Yeah, you're right.
In other words, it's one of the few opportunities that you can work 70, 80 hours a week, only 70 or 80 hours a week, and you don't have to pay yourself overtime.
It's an opportunity. I mean, where else can you have the opportunity to work that hard and work that much?
Correct. And care that much.
Right.
Right. And you are allowed to field all the complaints if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else, Brian? You want to give out names and numbers of your store or phone numbers or websites or anything like that?
Yeah, I would, definitely come downtown. Come to Fur Baby Boutique. Just go to furbabyboutique.com, and you can stop by next door at Arenas. You can actually eat on the Mississippian River and enjoy the River Walk.
Right. It was packed yesterday.
It was. And this summer, we'll be introducing a third kayak launch that's right next to Arenas as well. There's also a great coffee shop, Dolce, on Walnut Street. A lot of places to shop, and just come down, walk around, and have some fun.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Did you have a good time?
I did.
Was it a hard, easy? How was it?
It was easy. It was a little different with her, but I think she's going to get.
Well, did you get some good pictures, Brooks? All right, so this would be her first time on TV.
Yes, it is.
Well, there you go.
TV debut.
All right. Thanks a lot. You take one of my cards, and we'll get together sometime.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Brian.
much. Thank you, Jim.
Yep. Take care. See ya. All right, everybody. Let's talk about Live with Walls and Weller. Do you want to? We're going to take a quick break. I've got to straighten my hair. I got a little mustard. And then Jim Brown's here. We're going to talk to him in just a little bit, too. Ready? Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's Brooks from Weller's. And over the years, Weller's has gotten known for having some great bargains. Well, today I've got another bargain for you. It's t-shirts. That's right, I said t-shirts. And as you can see in front of me, I have a wide variety of different sizes and different looks of t-shirts. This one right here has $19 on the tag. $19 for this t-shirt. It's a bubblegum t-shirt. Well, the deal gets sweller at Weller's. We have these t-shirts. Ready? For 4 t-shirts for $10. Let me say it again. 4 t-shirts for $10. Come on in, take advantage of this great deal. Give us a call at 337-8228 or check us out online at wellers.com.
Okay, that was Brooks. As you can see, he was excited about the Bubba Gump t-shirts. But we didn't have permission from Bubba Gump to use Bubba Gump in the ad. So I'm just letting you know that's why he didn't say these are Bubba Gump t-shirts. And then there's Heinz t-shirts there. What else is there?
I didn't say anything about Heinz.
Heinz. Isn't there Heinz t-shirts?
There is Heinz t-shirts, yes.
So,
Heinz ketchup.
Heinz ketchup.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, we sell a lot of those on eBay for $20. What are they there? 4 for $10?
4 for $10.
All right. So anyway, 4 for $10, everybody. That was Brian Shoup. It's kind of exciting. I don't know what to open in Milford, but I would like to open a business in Milford. In other words, I was all ready to move to Milford, and Denise got cold feet. We had our house sold. She changed her mind.
How can she get cold feet with all the socks you sell?
She got them.
Okay.
As soon as the guy said, I really want you to think about this. Are you sure you want to sell it? You've got a lot of history here. If I were you, I would not sell this place. That got her thinking.
Talked her right out of a sale.
Oh, I was selling 2 properties at one time. I had my house sold and another property. It was a package deal. And I was thinking, man, I could build a new home, buy a motor home, and not owe any money. But no, it didn't happen. But that's okay.
Wow. You should buy one of those.
Happy life.
You should buy one of those nice houses in downtown Milford, one of the big old ones.
Right, and then what? Fix it up?
Yeah.
And do what with it?
Live in it.
Live in it.
Yeah.
Man. Maybe.
Not enough property there for you, is there?
Maybe not. I don't know how four-wheeler riding goes in downtown Milford.
There is a property. I believe it's for sale in downtown Milford. It's got 5 acres with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, tell me about it off air.
Okay.
I want somebody to reach in there and scoop it up. But all right, I went to an auction yesterday and almost bought a house.
Almost.
I didn't bid because somebody else was bidding.
Yeah. Did the other person get it?
He got it.
Really?
He's going to live there. He's going to move there.
Really? Okay. Well, good.
He bought a nice house, 4 acres of land, house, big garage. It's a shop. It has like 9 or 10 horse stalls.
Do you want to say what he paid for it?
$224,000.
All right.
Oh my
good.
goodness.
4 acres of land, all fenced in with electric horse fence, the horse stalls, some more run-ins, and the house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $224. He's going to spend $200 on it. He's going to build
200
another
more.
shop. Yeah, he's going to spend $200 more on it and remodel it, completely gut it, and remodel it and fix it up. But it would have been a nice rental. I was going to rent the house and then rent the horse stalls, maybe to a horse person. And if that didn't work, I was going to buy racehorses and learn how to race a horse.
And make some real money.
Make some real money.
Right.
All right, Colin, real quick, let's just hit with Live with Walls and Weller.
Okay.
Every Wednesday night, it's a show you and I do together.
It is, yes.
Okay, and we allow people to be on, and we don't charge them for the first time around.
That's correct. Yep, we do that.
And so if somebody wants to be on, but I want to encourage people right now to at least go to the Live with Walls and Weller page and just like it. In other words, that's what they do. It's a likes page, right?
Yeah, it's a like page.
Click
and
on notifications.
And so it's a show that, we usually have 3 to 4 guests on per night.
Can you remember who was
it's
on
a
this
2-hour. Let's see.
I remember Jack Riddle straining profusely.
Right. Jack Riddle,
And
Dr.
who
T.
was the drone guy? Dr. Trillia was on.
Justin Martin.
Yes.
Justin
And
Martin, we're
he
going to
had
have him
stuff
back on. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jack Riddle's daughters, Stephanie and Laura.
Yep. Forever event planning.
Yes, it was a very busy show. I mean, but seeing Jack, I don't know if I ever posted the pictures.
Well, now's a good time to do it.
In the middle of the show. Okay.
But anyway, we have guests on and we talk about what their business is or maybe what their hobby is or just something they want to talk about. We actually had an all-musical show a few weeks ago where Kevin Short hosted, and we had 1, 2, 3, I think we had 4 or 5 musical guests.
Oh, that was a good one.
And
I wasn't there.
Last week or the week before, we actually had another musical guest. So lots of variety. It's kind of a variety show. But what we do is we interview people and just ask them about their hobby or their business. And so if you want to come on, all you got to do is get up with us. Get up with either me or Jim, or you can contact us on our Live with Walls and Weller page and just say, hey, I've got this hobby or I've got this business I want to talk about, and I'd like to get on your show.
Right, there's Jack trying to lift that thing. It was hilarious from my view.
And Dr. T was actually holding the thing with 2 fingers like that.
Right, but it just shows how resistance can make a difference. All right, Live with Walls and Weller, Wednesday nights, 7 to 9. Tune us in. Watch us at Facebook Live. I am going to introduce our next guest and let him come on down. I think we're going to take one more commercial break. But, Jim, you can come on over and have a seat. And we're going to take a commercial. And then we're going to be talking to a good friend of mine, Jim Brown. Are you a pastor?
Retired.
Retired pastor, Jim Brown. We're going to be talking about encouragement. But I think we're going to take another commercial. And after that, we are going to be in the final half hour of this week's show, Weller Does Delmarva. I am ready if you're ready, guys. Here we go.
Hey,
Hey, it's Jason at Weller's. And did you know that we sell vendor trailers? We even keep them in stock. As you can see, here's one right here. But you can set them up many different ways. This one here has countertops in it, finished off inside with the wipeable walls, and has 110 electric inside of it, so you can have a generator outside and run that, or plug into an outside source. You can set them up however you want. If you come on down, we can walk you through it. You can buy one off the lot or customize one yourself. So check us out online at wellers.com. Call us at 337-8228 or just come on in.
All right, everybody, that was Jason Troyer. That is Debbie Troyer's one of her 3 favorite sons, all right? So anyway, my next guest is Jim Brown, retired Pastor Jim Brown, and we're going to talk today a little bit about encouragement. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. So let's tell everybody who you are and where you're from and just give a little background.
Sure. My name is Jim Brown, as he said. I'm a retired educator, pastor, counselor, and now I'm a gentleman farmer. We raise cows, goats, horses, dogs, cats, and I've got some goats for sale for Goat Island in Milford.
Do you really?
Yeah, they're a week old.
What's the going rate on a goat?
Well, right now, I've been selling 6-month-old kids for about $250.
Really?
But I've got a deal for you.
What, 4 for $1,000?
No, 2 for $1,000.
2 for $1,000.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
If you buy 2, I'll give you 2 free.
Really? That's a good deal. 2 for $1,000, and then I buy 2 and I get 2 free.
There you go.
Wow. Do you evidently on an ongoing basis sell goats?
That's correct.
And do you sell goat milk or just sell the goats?
No. I was raised on a dairy farm. I want nothing to do with milk goats.
Okay. All right. So what do people do with goats? Just out of curiosity.
We raise meat goats.
Okay.
So it's dietary. And in this area, that's something that is growing like crazy. In about the 7 or 8 years we've been involved in it, we've seen the prices almost triple.
Really? Now you've caught my attention. So, all right. Well, let's talk about something else, too. So you're a farmer.
That's correct.
All right. Do you grow any hay, too?
I grow hay. I grow all of my own hay, and then I grow enough to sell some to pay for all my expenses.
Okay. All right. And this is a business, not a big hobby.
It's a nonprofit.
Once you get profitable, it'll be a business, huh?
I don't think that'll happen.
All right. So anyway, so you're from the area, been around a while.
Born and raised in a little town called Barkley, Maryland, which is just west of Dover.
Oh,
raised on a dairy farm. Came down here in Sussex County 40 years ago to take a teaching position and pastor a small church. So I'm now eligible to apply for my visa for Sussex County. I've been here 40 years.
I've been here long enough. All right, and I see you do a lot of posts on Facebook. So first of all, people could look you up under Jim Brown on Facebook. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right, and what has inspired these posts that you do? Because the posts are inspiring. In other words, that's what I've noticed.
About 6 months ago, I just was looking at social media, and it was horrible.
Yes, it is.
Everybody was critical of everybody. Even good friends were critical. And I thought to myself, well, let's just do something different. Let's do an encouraging post. And what I do, I have a number of websites I use that I don't have to attribute to saying something. In other words, I don't have to, if I say have a fine day, quote Jim Weller said that. But these are ones that I don't have to contribute to anybody, and so somebody can share them, which we have allowed to do. And I started getting up at 5 a.m. and making the post.
Okay.
And little by little, it went ballistic, to say the least, very quickly. And I got a program called Hootsuite. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a scheduler. So instead of getting up at 5 a.m. every morning now, I now schedule a month in advance these sayings. And the idea is to encourage people, to make them feel better instead of the negativity. You know, the Bible in Hebrews 3:13 says, encourage another daily as long as it's today.
That's a good one.
And
daily as long as it's today.
And it's always today, so that means you need to encourage people every day. And the interesting thing that I find, that encouragement inspires people.
Yes, it does.
Now, what is your word of encouragement that I've heard you say for years and years and years? Have a fine day.
Right.
You know, and that's an encouragement. And the problem is, so many people are negative, and all they get is negative comments. And as a former counselor and a former educator and pastor, I can tell you officially that it takes 5 positive comments to offset 1 negative comment. Wow. Now think about Facebook. Think about what you've been reading. It's so negative, and the problem is if you're having a problem where you just don't feel good, you feel like giving up.
Right.
Well, here's one for you. It's always too early to give up.
That's true.
Jim, I've been following you for years and years and years, and you've been a person of flexibility. I remember when you just had the shop in Lincoln's Weller's Tires,
City, yeah.
and probably the most famous thing that I remember, and everybody else knows you for, is the socks.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it would have been very easy to throw in the towel, but instead someone encouraged you, or you encouraged yourself to try something different.
Correct.
And you didn't quit. It's never too early. It's always too early to quit.
Right.
So many people want a second chance. I don't know about you, but I've made mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always nice that we get a second chance. And part of that is encouraging people. And we live in a society today where people have failed. I won't want to get into the heroin epidemic that we have in this area in life. And I've talked to a lot of people, and unfortunately just had a funeral last week of another individual that OD'd on heroin. Yeah, very well-known local young man. I won't say his name or anything. Yeah. But OD'd. We all need second chances. Encouragement gives hope. I can tell you as a counselor, the hardest person to help is a person that's lost hope.
Correct.
And encouragement gives hope. And this is what we need to do. Because without encouragement, we get overwhelmed.
Right.
So many people get lost in their problems, and they can't see any hope. We need to encourage them. And as I said, counselors say that you need to have 5 positive encouragement. Well, if you've looked on Facebook, there's probably 10 negative comments.
Facebook, I have found, allows people to talk publicly like they would never talk to somebody's face. They would never talk to somebody's face that way, but they'll go on Facebook and they'll blast somebody, and I'll say, did you even go talk to the person? No, they go. It's like the court of public opinion or something like that. It's very sad what Facebook, because there's a lot of good things on Facebook and publicity and promoting, but what is sad is there's not a lot of encouragement. It's always somebody wanting to let you know their woes, that they only tell the side of the story that they see, but it's not always the accurate side. I see people say, my landlord's kicking me out. They never tell the story of how they got to the point of where the landlord couldn't stand having them as a tenant any longer. So that's usually a telltale sign. But
well, I'm glad you brought that up, because I've got a word of advice. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Do not, let me repeat that, do not post negative, discouraging, or critical comments on social media.
Mm-hmm. Or even say them, to be honest with you.
Don't say them. But instead, lift people up. Look for the good in people. Now, I have to tell you, over the years, I've run into people that you really had to look hard. But
Where are your glasses? Where are your glasses when you're looking for the good in some people?
Not even glasses do it sometimes. But you can look for the good in people. And look for the things that they're able to do and encourage them. Just give them the word. Just this morning on the way here, I stopped at a convenience store. And on the way out, I held the door for some man. I have to tell you, the man was half my age, at least. Mm-hmm. And he looked at me and he said, thank you. I mean, he was just shocked that someone would hold the door for him.
Instead of cutting in front of him and trying to get out the door before him.
I remember years ago when I was growing up, I had a very wise individual tell me that if you can't say anything good, don't say anything. Now, for some people, they're going to go mute because they always, like you say, they have to have something that's negative. But try not to say anything negative. Build people up. Speak words of encouragement. And again, I go back to what you say is the fact that you're constantly saying, have a fine day or a weller tomorrow.
Right.
But that's encouraging. And it's amazing how many times over the years I've been fortunate or misfortunate enough, however you want to say it, I've had people tell me, when you told me that word of encouragement, that gave me hope to go on, because I was really considering ending my life. And in it, I worked on the suicide hotline for a few years, many years ago, and unfortunately I had the problem one time where I heard a person commit suicide.
Really?
And heard the shot. And you don't understand. People have the ability to put on a face. You can't tell by looking at somebody if they're depressed or not.
Because they always say I'm fine.
Oh, absolutely. And you know who are the worst at this? People that go to church.
Yeah. Blow right by one another as quick as possible. I'm fine.
Oh, my goodness. And some people say, well, you know, this encouraging stuff, I'm not sure I can do it. How do I do it? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Isn't that nice that you asked that question? Well, there's several ways that you can do it. Number one, I'll give you 3 encouraging words to say. The first one, you've never heard this before. Have a fine day.
Right. Have a fine day.
Number 2, I've been thinking about you. And number 3, thank you. Those are 3 little things you can say that encourage people because, unfortunately, we live in a society today that's not appreciative of anything.
Correct.
I deserve. Now, as I said, I was raised on a dairy farm. I deserve to get up 5 o'clock every morning. I deserve to milk
the cows. That's an opportunity.
I deserve to milk the cows twice a day and all of those kind of things. Well, how do I do that? Well, the obvious way, as you said, is in person. Face to face, say thank you. The next thing is by phone. Call them up and tell them a word of encouragement. Or write a simple note. Or by text. And the third way is by social media. You can do it by Facebook, by Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. There's so many methods of doing it. But do it. The key word is as long as it's today, encourage someone. And we need to be careful about it. I just got a couple I want to share with you. Number one, sometimes...
You are very fluently operating this iPad. You just touch it and it changes to the next thing. How is that?
Well, I use PowerPoint. I've used it for presentations for years. I use it when I'm preaching. I use it when I'm speaking publicly. Normally, I do it on my iPhone, so it's not so conspicuous. But my battery died. I had to private message you to let you know that it was coming, and I didn't realize how dependent I was on my iPhone until I have it. Because with the iPhone, then I'm able to walk around and speak and be able to do this. The other thing that this does for me, it keeps me focused.
All right.
I could talk for hours.
You could?
I could, absolutely. I could talk for hours. But sometimes you face difficulties not because you're doing something wrong.
Correct.
You face difficulties because you're doing something good. I remember when you wanted to post a sign here.
I don't remember.
And you had a hearing, and there was a setback. There was all kinds of things, but you persevered until you were able to get done what you wanted.
Right.
And so sometimes you face difficulties not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something right. I'm sure Colin will say at times that he's tried new ideas in his repair business. Sometimes it's great, but sometimes it just doesn't work, and you got to try new methods. But the important thing is to be encouraged. Now, this is one of the greatest fears you should have is not being a failure, but succeeding in life in things that really don't matter.
Yeah, non-essential.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's a tremendous thing, and we need to take time to encourage people. I would just challenge people today. You know, when you get done listening to this broadcast, go visit someone, go call someone, send them a text. Just a word of encouragement. Just sometimes the physical contact of putting your hands on someone's shoulder is an encouragement because you never know what they're going through. They put on this mask. They're smiling. They look happy. And they look like they just sold their house, another property, and they got twice of what they're asking for.
Right.
They look so excited. But inside, they're depressed. They're discouraged. They can't get out of bed. But you're saying, have a fine day. Could make a difference in their life. Now, what would this world be like that instead of spreading negativity, we spread positive things?
It would be different.
Oh my goodness! And wouldn't it great? Wouldn't it be great?
And it costs nothing.
Oh, it doesn't cost you a dime. Effort.
Right.
You got to take the mindset that you want to encourage somebody. And as you say, Facebook and social media has been such a great thing, but at the same time, it's been such a bad thing because people misuse it.
So what you're saying, though, is somebody can be an encouragement anytime, anyway, anywhere. I mean, it is something you can use. You can be in bad weather, good weather.
Absolutely.
No matter your political affiliation, your age, your height, your weight. You know, it's just a matter of speaking a positive thing.
I've seen in the last 6 months people that have been lifetime friends criticize each other horribly online because they differed in opinions.
Right.
You and I may differ in opinions, but we can still be an encouragement to one another.
Yes. And opinions are simply just an
opinion. Absolutely. And most of the time, they're not based on facts.
No, they usually aren't. Is this something you do? Like you would go to groups and speak, or what
absolutely,
do you do?
Absolutely. Well, I've got a lot of things going on right now. In March, I'm going to be going on Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. I've got a blog that I'm starting. People are saying, where do you get this?
Is this a business?
No.
Like, how did you learn how to do all this? It sounds like you're very in tune with how to socially network.
Well, by education, I'm a computer engineer. I used to write software back in the days that it was cards, punch cards.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Back in the late 60s, early 70s. Then I got into education, and then I've been pastoring for about 30 years, and mainly part-time for churches that couldn't afford a pastor.
Okay.
And which meant they were in financial trouble.
Okay.
But always trying to give encouragement to people, whether it be a student or a parishioner or a neighbor or a friend or someone. And it just comes naturally for me. No, this is not a business. I do not sell anything.
Okay.
Just give motivational speeches. I do that to different organizations and just come and speak to them about in my topic now, and what I feel it's my calling to do now at this season in my life is to be an encouragement to people. Because a lot of times at first people will say, well, that old man doesn't have anything to say, and then all of a sudden it realizes that it's helped them. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people my age are not happy.
Well, a lot of people are not happy. In other words, you speak of suicide. I mean, we recently in our family had somebody who, hung himself, committed suicide. And just hours before that had communicated to, one of my family members what they were going to do the next day together. And Pastor Bob Weed, he was on here earlier today. I mean, he did the service for this young man, and he talked about hope. And when you lose hope, hope is like the anchor for your soul.
Oh,
and when you lose hope, you're drifting, and you don't. And so many young people nowadays, I mean, all people, young people, older people, it doesn't matter. People get upside down in their mortgage, or their finances aren't right, or their health takes a turn, or a loved one has something, and they don't know how to handle it because they're trying to handle it all in their own understanding. And sometimes we need to realize, there's a greater being, God, that can carry our load if we will just allow him sometimes. But, men are hard on that. They don't want to let their pride, we got pride and so on. So it is important to try to be an encourager. People that know me know I do try to keep things on the light side, the jovial side, kind of upbeat and so on. I do see opportunity in just about everything. In other words, you being here today has caused me to want to use my iPad in another way. You're sitting there doing that, and I'm like, wow, and the words were nice and big, so I could read them.
Well, that's another reason why I read it is I can make the print as big as I want. I usually use 48 point, and I can read it.
Okay, I could too. All right, Jim, I'm going to thank you for coming. Is there any contact info, or you just want to steer people to Jim Brown on Facebook?
That's fine.
Okay.
As I said, it's exploded over the last 6 months. I have about 900 followers now that are following me, and more than that is the number of people that share it.
Yes.
If you have an encouraging word, then don't keep it to yourself. Share it with somebody.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so it goes far and wide.
It's like keep the faith, just not to yourself.
Absolutely.
So, well, Jim, I'm going to thank you for being on.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for that. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the last few minutes.
Have a fine day.
And a well night. All right. Thank you, Jim. God bless you, my friend.
Take care.
All right. We're going to take a break, Colin. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Hello, everyone. This is Terry at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware. We have enclosed trailers that can fit any need you want. We have them starting at 5x8s up to 8.5 by 24s. We have them arriving daily. We have brands from Carry On to Lark to Hallmark. We just have so many brands that we have here. We'd like for you to stop by and visit us and give us an opportunity to earn your business. And also, it's not just the inventory we have great pricing here. So stop in and see us here at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, Delaware. Or check us out online at www.weller.com, or even give us a call, 302-337-8228.
All right, that was Terry, everybody, and he's over there in sales right now. So, what were you going to say?
Terry Everybody?
Terry Everybody.
Wow, I didn't even know that was his last name.
Yeah, he is Terry Everybody, to be honest with you. But anyway, so he's over there. Earl's there. Brooks, you'll be there in a little bit. And Brooks will not be with us next Saturday. And then we got the 11th. We're going to be at the parade. And so there's a lot going on.
Is he off 2 Saturdays in a row?
Yeah, I just figured that out, too.
Oh,
so.
Man. And he says he never takes vacation.
No, I don't say I'd never take vacation. I just don't take very many Saturdays off.
Man.
Right. And he's
I can only count
so valuable. Look at how it makes us think.
Yeah, I can only count 8 or so Saturdays he's had off since the beginning of the year. So, no, he doesn't take many off at all, does
he? Right. No, Brooks doesn't take off too much.
No.
He's going out of town, Brooks Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
And so Amy wasn't going to call back or be back on, was she?
I'm not sure. She was on the be-back bus.
On the be-back bus,
yeah.
Okay. Hey, can we call her or no?
We could call her.
How do you do that?
I don't know. You want a video call her or you want to?
You try?
Sure, let's give it a try.
You want me to do it from here or what?
No, you can't do it from there.
Okay. All right.
You can't bring her on the screen like that.
Okay.
You might be napping.
Oh. Brooks, what else is on your mind? Wellers.com. I really want people to go there. I need to push these Facebook pages again. So I want to know, I need more likes, especially at Weller Does Delmarva, but all of our Facebook pages. So one by one, hit them.
Weller Does Delmarva.
Yeah.
Then you have Weller's Utility Trailers. You have Jim Weller. That's the Jim Weller from Delaware. Weller's Sheds and Carports. Delaware Low-Digit Surf Tags. Live with Walls and Weller, and Delaware Storage Sheds, Garages, and Carports.
All right. And Wellers.com is the website.
Absolutely.
Okay. And we're going to try to get a hold of Amy Brown real quick, and then we're going to wrap up the show. Live with Walls and Weller, I mentioned it before, but it's every Wednesday night. So you mentioned that website, that Facebook page, right?
Yes.
Okay, because we need people to like that and click on notifications. I guess they can click on notifications on all of them, can't they?
Absolutely.
Are they allowed to, or is it only one? They're only allowed to click one notification on Facebook?
I would suggest clicking at least on all of these for sure.
Brooks, you do take a lot of Saturdays off. Did you realize that?
I do not.
Think about it. We need to start putting a mark on the wall every time you're off over there.
Just because this will be my second and third of this year doesn't mean much.
What month is this? Gee whiz.
Oh, and then you want me to go to that other show, so that's a fourth one.
I don't want you to. Forget it. Forget it. All right, so Amy's not going to be on, all right, everybody. So Amy Brown, out of town. Amy Brown will not be on again. She's probably running. I honestly think there was one run and then another run or something like that today, actually. And then I think she has another run tomorrow. So join me tomorrow morning at Eagles Nest Church if you'd like to. I'll be there at 9:30, but they also have a service tonight at 6:30. Colin Walls Service Center is open for business today. Walls Service Center right there on the screen as you can see it. Bob Backman is going to be on with me on March 11th. For you that don't know him, he is the owner of WRDE and My Cozy TV. So we have that. And what else there, Brooks? Anything? No, I'm going to finish up with Colin.
Okay. Well, come on in. I'll be in sales, and then in about 15, 20 minutes, come on, ask for me.
Okay.
I'm a little behind this week, so I'd love to make up some ground.
All right.
And I only have a few more days, available to sell before I'll be gone for a little bit. So,
all right.
Whatever I can do to help you out.
Are we playing a commercial or what, Colin? Because I want to.
No, we're out of commercials.
We're out of commercials. All right. Well, let's finish up here, everybody. Would love any feedback. I do get some feedback, but it's usually people think the show's very entertaining. Okay? And my hands. For some reason, people say, I've had this numerous times. I was flipping through the channels. So I used to flip through them like that. Now it's, you just push the button. But anyway, I was flipping through the channels, and I saw this guy doing this. And that seems to catch their eye.
It's like flagging them in.
Come on in, everybody.
Right.
No more turning. Stay right here. So, hey, can we take a call? Did you have something else before I cut?
No. Yeah. We've got just about 3.5 minutes.
If you'd like to be the last call of the show, call us up.
You also
tell us how you like the show.
You'd also be the first call of the show.
Oh, that's right. We haven't had any calls today.
We haven't asked for any.
First call, 337-7300. No prizes, just the opportunity to chat with us, okay? So if you own a business, we'll let you put in a plug. If you just want to say hello, tell us what you're doing today. Free plug, free opportunity right this minute. Call me now, 337-7300. 7300. 337-7300. Just say good morning to us. We're in the last few minutes of this week's show. What show number is this?
Show number 181.
Show number 181.
That's 181?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you remember when we started?
It was like 181 shows ago, about 181
right
weeks
there
ago,
behind
wasn't
your
it?
business.
It was in like a September in Milford. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually the Riverwalk Freedom Festival. Right
Yep.
there, we were on the Walls Service Center property there.
Complex.
Yep, and
Campus.
yeah, it was September something.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought we'd still be doing it?
I know it.
I did.
We've come a long way, and I thank you all for all your help and your support. I could not do it without you. I don't do anything, to be honest with you, except talk. So, we're looking for a phone call. Anybody, anywhere, this is your opportunity. 337-7300.
You know, I'm thinking, Jim Brown, maybe we should have him on Live with Walls and Weller every
You know
Wednesday for just a word of encouragement. If we could make a little segment there.
Great idea.
Yeah.
He can figure out a way to do that. We got a call.
We could do it in the video too. Yeah. We got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left. Good morning.
Wellers?
It is. How are you?
Is this Wellers?
No. Are you calling the store?
I'm calling the TV show.
You've got the TV show. You are on. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Yes, I just wanted to comment that I've been watching you for a couple hours, and you have never mentioned a phone number to call into.
You're right. Today we weren't taking calls until right now.
I'm sorry.
No, we wanted your call. We were looking for one caller at the end of the show, and you're it.
Well, I have a question.
Alrighty?
Do you guys sell any of those type of lanterns or flashlights that have seen on TV just over and over again?
Old Brooklyn Lantern.
Oh, Brooklyn Lantern?
No, lanterns.
No, I don't. No, I might have used to when I had my red barn, but nope, we do not sell them.
There's LED type.
Oh, I know what you mean. And you push the lid down for it to go off?
Yes, and things like that.
Oh, I know. I have one for camping. They are really neat, but no, I do not sell those.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
thank you.
I hate those TV commercials where you buy one and get one for $19 for
pay extra shipping.
Handling. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I just wish you guys had something like that.
I agree. Well, we might in time. I got to go, but thank you for the call, okay?
15 seconds.
And advertise your phone the number more.
I will. Have
10
a good
seconds.
weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was a good call and a good comment. We are out of time,
5.
everybody. Out of time. Thank you. Have a good weekend. God bless you. Be an encouragement. Stay an encouraging word. Goodbye.